You get stupid.
I'm telling you already. But chat, Sunday night we back. Welcome to another edition of What the Hell is Happening in Sports. It's your boy, the one and only NERO. And guess what? We got the boys back with us. We got my boy Spoked. We got Emari Scott, Mr. Bay State Media himself, and Ann. You already know the vibes. Chat, how we doing, man? How we doing, everybody? Chat, say what's up. How y'all doing today?
We're doing all right tonight.
Doing all right tonight? Hell yeah.
Really
Hell yeah.
We're doing
little
really
Sunday
good.
night action for y'all. Hell yeah.
We're
Hell
doing
yeah.
really good.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Really good.
Let's see. My fault, chat. Mari had a little technical difficulty, but he's
My
back.
fault.
No, you
Yeah,
good.
sorry.
You good. But chat, yeah, we're here with another one. Obviously, if you checked out my last live, I had Spoked on there. You know, we was previewing the Red Sox Marlins series. Turned out good for the Red Sox up until the end, last game of the series. We'll get into that. We're gonna recap all three games of the series. We're gonna go game 1, 2, and 3 back to back. At the end, we'll do a little preview of the Sox Orioles 2-game series coming up starting tomorrow, and then also Ant's gonna chime in on how the Yankees did this weekend because a lot went on. A lot did go on. He'll be there to tell you. Chat. Let's get started. First game of the series. Let me share my screen with y'all. My fault. Word. First game.
Game.
Here we go. And
Sandy pitched very well.
hell yeah, you already know. Sox 2-1 final. It went to extras. Walk-off hit by Trevor Story. I tell you. Overall, a real quick, interesting game, and was down to the wire, chat. I'm going to give y'all the stats real quick before we have Emari and Spoke chime in. For the Marlins, since they lost, they go first. The winning team goes second. The Marlins had 2 hits each from Kyle Stowers and Hicks. Additional hits by Xavier Edwards, Otto Lopez, Jacob Marcy, Wagaman, and Myers. Stowers had the lone RBI on the night for the Marlins. Pitching-wise, Sandy Alcantara pitched the gem because that's what he does when he comes to Fenway. I know he's had a rough year, but hey, he came back. He came back on one with this one. He went 6 innings, 2 hits, did walk 1. He struck out 7. He did give up 1 run. Quality start by him. Bender, Backer. I might have said his name wrong, but Spoke can fix it. Bacher. My apologies. My apologies, chat. Sims. Both of them pitched an inning each. Bender had 2 strikeouts. Simpson ended up taking the loss.
Oh my God, don't even get me started.
Yeah, he did. He walked 2. But Foucher came in to relieve him. He gave up the lone hit for the only batter he faced. Tough on their end. Red Sox rise real quick. They only had 3 hits on the night. Bregman had a hit to tie the game up 1-1, which led to his RBI, and Trevor Story had 2 hits. Pitching wise for the Sox, Lucas Giolito went 6 1/3, gave up 7 hits, did walk 1, 5 strikeouts on the night for him, 1 earned run. Jacob Wilson pitched an inning in the 3rd, gave up a hit. Garrett Whitlock pitched a 1/3 of an inning, gave up a hit. And then Chapman came in for the win, which was tied up 1-1 at this point. He did have a strikeout. He does take the win for the Sox. All right, gentlemen.
Yes, sir.
All right.
I'll take it over.
A little bit of technical difficulties. Apologize, Chad. He will be returning soon. I'll do the Red Sox talk for now. But in this case, since it's just me and Spoke, what went wrong for the Miami Marlins Friday night?
Clayton McCullough. 2 words. Clayton McCullough.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, when you're warming up someone that's it was the bottom 9th, correct?
Mm. Yep.
When you're warming someone up, you're warming 2 pitchers. You're warming up one very good one that's young, and then you're warming up someone that's very, very bad.
Right.
It's a 1-1 ball game.
Mm-hmm.
bottom 9, top of the order. You want to kill the Red Sox fans. You want to kill that vibe. You want to kill that energy, and you want to get through this because you don't really want to face the top of the order in extras.
Right.
But you side with someone that has been struggling in the closing spot. So we load the bases. Josh Simpson, left-hander.
Mhm.
I understand the lefty on lefty matchup, but like he still can't locate for the life of him.
Right.
So you do that. You put Josh Simpson in. He gets the bases loaded, no outs, and then I turn to my guy. I was like, "Yo, this game's over." Fauché gives up the walk-off hit, and then that's it. So basically, Clayton McCullough's stupidly put in Josh Simpson over Ronnie Enriquez, which probably would have went better with Ronnie,
Right.
but that's what went wrong.
No, that's no facts. Like when it comes, at least real quick, from what I noticed, Sandy Alcantara, like I said, he was pitching a gem. Him giving up the 1 run is not obviously pitchers are going to give up hits, runs, it happens.
Yeah.
But for him to pitch the gem that he did, it was just tough that they didn't capitalize.
Yeah.
Like it was one of those things that Yeah, no, exactly. Like you guys had opportunities, just like the Red Sox too.
We had so many opportunities, and it got annoying to just see like a runner on third and just not see him score. It was really bad. We had like 2 runners on third, and then I think 3 runners on second that whole game. It was really bad, but
nah, facts.
That's what happens when you don't capitalize.
No, exactly. Like this is funny. Like who would have thought, especially more so on. I would say even for this year, because I know Sandy has struggled, but I didn't expect to see in 2025 Lucas Giolito and Sandy Alcantara pitchers duel.
No, absolutely not.
No, right. Like, obviously Giolito has had a better year this year, and we're thankful for that. But obviously in the past, Giolito has been the top prospect, has been a guy who's been an all-star. Struggled for a couple years leading up until this year because he did miss last year. And his first few starts, it just wasn't, it wasn't
there.
It wasn't there. Yeah. So to say the least, it wasn't there. It wasn't there. For him to turn around and pitch like he's pitching, it's been magical on his end. It's been magical.
It's great for the Red Sox for sure.
For sure. But for a guy like Sandy Alcantara, you look at him and you're like, damn, it's been a tough year. But this is still the Sandy Alcantara we know. He just has to really find it.
And I really want to talk about his start. And I may get a little in depth, but not really. So
for sure. Oh, and before you do, actually, I do have an individual asking you a question.
How do I feel?
Kelly asks, how do you feel, Spoke?
I'm not even upset because, like, as an avid baseball enjoyer, that was a great series. Like, every game was like either a 2-run or a 1-run margin, and it was just really entertaining to watch. So I'm not salty. I knew we weren't gonna win the series, but I genuinely enjoyed watching baseball at Fenway. So yeah, I had fun.
As you should.
But I want to get into Sandy's start because I'm going to get a little in depth, but not really. So
go ahead, though. No, you're good.
So Sandy has something with his pitching because when you watch him pitch, he's not doing the greatest. He has too many hits and then too many hard contact outs, and it gets bad. Game 1 was different because you saw a lot of first pitch strikes. Mm-hmm. And that really, that got my attention. I was like, hold on. Did we switch something up? Because, maybe he's now a strikeout pitcher like he is normally. Or maybe he's just, or like I said, he pitches well in Fenway. Or maybe just Fenway. Right. But if he keeps this up, everyone should, take back the disrespect they gave him. Because that was a great start.
Facts.
That's all I wanted to say.
Oh no, for sure. No, yeah, definitely a bounce back start by him. Looking at his start though, I will say, at least for Marlins fans, it's encouraging. It's
Very
encouraging.
encouraging.
It's
Yeah.
encouraging because at least he goes to a place like Fenway Park, and you get this from players too. Fenway Park is one of the harder places to pitch, especially when the crowd's into it. Whether it's a playoff game, a rivalry game from Red Sox game, you name it. It is a tough place to pitch because if it gets bad for you, you're gonna hear it. You're gonna really hear everybody.
It's really rowdy.
It does get really rowdy. Now, if you pitch well, it's crickets. It's much crickets. Sandy Alcantara pitched so well for the majority of his outing, it was crickets.
Yeah.
It was crickets. So you know what I'm saying? So a bounce back start by him. Since we do got Emari back, Emari, when it comes to the Red Sox offense, naturally they didn't do it against Sandy Alcantara. They were able to get a walk-off hit. Is there kind of, how should I say this? Is it worrisome that the Sox are continuing to get into these neck and neck games? And yes, they can find a way to win it, but a good amount of times they've found a way to lose in this, in this aspect. Has it been worrisome recently to really be in these neck and neck games?
I mean, I wouldn't say worrisome. Like, I don't think people understand is, like, even Red Sox fans, like, we're vastly overachieving.
Right.
And, like, I think that, like, I'm okay with not winning a playoff series. Like, I just don't think that the bullpen's there, and I think that's the glaring issue as far as, like, why there has been a lot of these close games lately. And, like, I mean, but to say that all year, like, we've been winning close games all year, but that's been at the hands of the bats.
Right.
So I really just don't think that, like, the bats are the problem. I think the problem is the bullpen. Hey, Giolito pitched a great game the other day. That went to a waste. And then you had like Dustin May pitched great. His last outing he pitched great too. And I feel like the starters are fine, but the bullpen is obviously the glaring issue as to why some of these games can't be finished lately.
Right.
And I'm not gonna say that it can't be fixed, but right now, like, it seems like Hicks is having pretty bad location issues. He has no idea where a lot of his pitches are going.
Right.
I think that's something that's easily fixable. I think that's something that can be fixed pretty easily with our pitching staff and the staff that we have employed for our pitching staff. And like, I think that Andrew Bailey will do a fine job with that. I'm not really worried about stuff like that. What I'm more worried about is the consistency for the rest of the year going into the playoffs, because I'm not going to sit here and say we have a cupcake schedule, but we're not necessarily playing great teams the next couple series. And like, I think that like we should have came away with a sweep this series, and like today the bullpen showed like that's the glaring weakness, and I think last series it also showed the same as well. But this upcoming series against the Orioles, like, there's no excuses. Like, we should sweep this team. And, well, actually, it's a 2-game series, so we should win the next 2 games. And then after that, like, we have a 4-game series also coming up with the Yankees, who, no offense to you, and, like, I do understand you guys are somewhat of a threat, but, like, you guys don't scare me enough to the point where I can sit here and say we shouldn't be sweeping you guys, which we should, because you guys' pitching staff is not that great. So, like, this is the Yankees series should be utilized for our team to actually show that we can still, at least with teams that have contending rosters, such as the Yankees, as much as we might want to hate the Yankees and say, oh yeah, X, Y, and Z, like, the Yankees definitely 100% still have a contending roster, no matter how you want to look at that. Right. So I think that, like, if the offense can find a way to actually be dominant against a team like that, then there's no reason for me to believe that we can't do it. I just think that the bullpen is going to be the problem through the rest of the way out, and Red Sox fans should be geared up with this. And a lot of them keep saying, oh, yeah, we should have done more at the deadline and should have done this. But, like, there's really nothing we could have done. And for what we probably had to have given up, like, Marcelo Meyer was probably not going to be part of any of those deals, knowing what we know now that he's going to be out for the rest of the season. I'm also pretty sure that the fact that he's been out out for a while now. Like I think that they saw that coming. They just waited a while to announce that shit.
Right.
So like, I think I'm not really like too worried with anything else other than the bullpen. I think everything else is fine. You got Jaron Duran made a beautiful play today where he had a hit that was probably should have been a single, but it was a double. Like that type of stuff, we do that type of stuff well.
That's
The
not
extra base hits, the infield hits, playing defense, doing all that stuff, being able to do the right, make the right plays, like that stuff's all there. And I think that at the beginning of the season and before the All Star break, we struggled a lot with that stuff. And I think we were still winning games while doing that. And like I said repeatedly on other lives and other podcasts, like our biggest thing was doing the little things at the time that would make things a lot easier. And now that we're doing the little things, the bullpen has faltered at a time where when we weren't doing the little things, the bullpen was actually picking up the slack. So there kind of has to be some sort of healthy balance. But with the Marlins series, I think the Marlins series put all of those things on display the past 3 games.
Absolutely. No, and honestly, I'm glad Emari said that because now it foreshadows to the second game of the series. With that being said, for the second game of the series, Sox, second chat. For the Sox, ended up taking this one 7-5. Brian Bayo did get the win, 9-6 on the year,
He pitched well.
3.23 ERA. Cal Quantrill is now took the loss. He's now 4-10 on the year with a 5.50 ERA. And Aroldis Chapman did come in for the save. He picked up his 22nd. He does have a 1.15 ERA on the year, having one of the best years, arguably the best year of his career, but one of the best years, but arguably in MLB history if it continues to go that way.
Yo, just a heads up, someone's background noise is so loud. Like, Jordan, you're being drowned out.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, I have no idea.
It's not
Oh,
mine.
shoot. Okay.
You're being, like, drowned out a little bit.
Oh, okay. Well,
Yeah,
appreciate
there we
you.
go.
My fault, bro. My fault. Appreciate you, dog. Yeah, I didn't even peep it on my end. I appreciate you, Emari. Hell yeah. All right. Real quick. Okay, so obviously again, the Marlins lost, but it does get interesting. The Marlins took the loss. Augustin Ramirez had 2 hits as well as Johnson. They each had 2 hits and an RBI. Hernandez had a hit and RBI. Wagaman had a hit and RBI, and Hill had a hit and RBI as well. So everybody who got hits did have RBIs on the afternoon. Again, Cal Quantrill, 3 2/3 innings pitch, 8 hits. Gave up 8 hits, did walk 1. He did strike out 2, 7 earned runs in that process. He did give up a home run. Zuber with 2 1/3 innings pitched, a hit, 2 walks, and 2 strikeouts. And then Simpson did come in for the last 2 innings. He did get a strikeout in that frame that he pitched. Real quick for the Sox stats, Roman Anthony, Alex Bregman, and Trevor Story each had 2 hits. RBIs by Bregman and Story, who had 3. Jaron Duran had a hit and RBI. Masa Yoshida had a hit and 2 RBIs. Cedar Rafaela capped off the Sox hitting with a hit as well. Pitching wise for the Red Sox, again, Brian Bayo went 6 1/3, gave up 4 hits, did strike out 2, but he did give up 2 earned runs off 2 home runs. Justin Wilson pitched 2/3 of an inning, pitched 2/3 innings, did grab a strikeout, I meant to say. Steven Matz came in and pitched the inning, didn't strike out nobody, but he did get 3 outs. Isaiah Campbell, though, 2/3 of an innings pitch, 4 hits, 3 earned runs, and then Chapman had to come in for the save. Like Emari alluded to, this bullpen is giving us problems, right? Naturally, them giving us problems allowed the Marlins to come back in the 9th inning. And now, since Emari just alluded to that, I'm going to start with Spoke. Early on in the game, Spoke, leading up to the 9th inning, did you feel there at any point the Marlins were in for a comeback of that nature?
Well, you guys are probably gonna think I'm all bullshit, but like I know my team likes to fight, especially like even when they're down by a lot, they always like to put in a fight just to put in that extra effort because that's what we do. I had I'm gonna be honest. The first 3 innings, I was like, "Oh fuck, it's over." But like, I saw progress being made. I was like, "Okay." Then that ninth inning hit, and I was like, "Oh fuck, we're in this." And then Chapman came out and obviously shut it down. But like us getting to Chapman, obviously just proves that like we should be taken seriously offensively,
No, absolutely.
even
Yeah,
if
no.
we're having a bad game. Like
Oh, for sure.
we
For
could
sure.
still get to your closer, even though if you put in like a low tier bullpen guy, we will still get to your closer. We like
Absolutely.
to.
Absolutely.
So yes, I do have some hope.
That's fair. That's fair. No, of course. And as you should with that with any team.
But what do you have hope for? Is the question.
Yeah. Okay. There you go.
I have hope for like a comeback to make it like fun and like interesting, because like
Okay? Do you want to win games or you just want to have fun, nigga?
well the point of the season's
I'm just asking a question. What makes you look like okay, you can do that every so often in certain amount of stretches.
well
What
obviously
about the stretches where you don't? Like what is going to make your team a playoff team? Like you want to just have no expectations every year and just watch baseball for fun? Like or do you want to see your team win? Like
what
that should be
a
confusing me.
playoff team. I'm gonna tell you right now. I think if we because it's gonna take a few years. We're gonna obviously develop our prospects, and then we're gonna need an actual closer because our closer right now is undetermined, and it's really bad because you can't go into a season with that. Obviously right now we're not playoff ready, but we are definitely showing flashes of it soon. Not yet, not yet. I'm not saying anytime soon, but I could definitely see us becoming a threat. But yet again, I know this season isn't a playoff run, so I'm not worried. So I don't need to worry about us winning or losing. You know what I mean?
Not really, because I don't.
Because your
I
teams
don't.
always are winning. That's it.
Not really, because I don't like. I'm not used to losing, so I don't know what it's. I don't have the mindset. Like I never have the mindset. Like even though my glorious Celtics are in a bridge year, nigga, we're not missing the playoffs.
Yeah,
Like our roster might tell you, and everybody else might tell you that might be the case until they all have to see us again. And then when that comes around, when everyone said, "Oh yeah, we weren't supposed to make the playoffs," like I don't get the sentiment of like every time you come on here and talk about the Marlins, it's like, oh yeah, well, like yeah, it was like yeah, well, no expectations and like, nigga, do you want to win? Like I'm
like
confused.
win because like we know that we're not supposed to be pushing for playoffs because it'd be stupid for us to. Because we
Okay,
just we
why?
get out
Okay, but you said you're supposed to win, but why aren't you pushing? If okay,
because
if
we're
you
not
aren't
there yet.
supposed to be pushing for playoffs, what you're telling me when you make that statement is you guys are supposed to be losing games.
Yes and no.
No, no, that's not how life works. That's not
No,
how
that's
life
not. You know,
works.
no.
That's
It's like
so. Are you
no.
guys supposed to be losing games or winning games?
I don't know what we're doing, but I know that we're supposed to be losing games, but like winning is also good because it shows like there's progress being made with the players that we have on this team.
Okay,
Like
yeah, but
yeah,
what type of progress are you alluding to? Like, I don't see this Marlins
look
team
at
being a
Kyle
playoff
Stowers.
team.
He's an all-star. Kyle
I
Stowers.
mean,
I could go on all day.
Okay,
I
one
think
guy is an all
Haven't
star.
even heard
So
of
I
it until
think the main
so if
point is
Kyle
that
Stowers is so good, so then that means Kyle next year, since Kyle Stowers is that good, he should take a leap next year and take you guys to the playoffs. Is what
I'm
you're
not
telling me.
saying. Well, it's not a one-man thing in
Okay,
baseball.
so what as the team has shown you other than like losing games?
We've been offensively, we've been better than last season.
Okay, yeah, and okay, there's still another side of the game.
Yeah, and then our pitching, we actually developed pitching very well, and I'm not worried that like I don't have to worry about pitching because our pitching farm depth is really good. Like
So
you know,
what's it going to take for you guys to make the playoffs next season?
next
Or
season
forget next season, this season.
uh, we're not making the playoffs this season. We're
So
really
then
not.
so then next year you're pretty much are you expecting to have the same roster?
I think there's going to be a few changes. I think some people are going to be off the roster, but I think there's going to be a few call-ups.
Okay.
So it's going to be a little different.
So basically, you're gonna repeat what you did this year, next year.
I wouldn't say it's going to be a repeat because like we've seen the progress being made with these players and we've seen the pitching. I just think we need 2 more starting pitching pieces and we'll be fine. That's it. Because we can't keep running out with Cal Quantrill and then Jensen Junk, even though he did decent today.
So you think calling players up from the minors is going to solve that
You know
problem?
how Robbie Snelling has been pitching recently? Probably not, but like I'm just telling you, he's been.
So you're telling me that for you guys to get to the next
ready.
level next year, that calling guys up from AAA is going to get you guys into playoff contention.
Ready. He's MLB ready.
So why isn't he playing in the MLB right now?
He's not in the MLB.
So why? I just said, why isn't he playing in the MLB right now?
Finish the season so he can fully develop. So we're 100% confident with calling him up so he could play a starting role for all of next season.
So if you guys were trying to lose games and that were to be the case, to be the truth, are you just saying you're supposed to lose games? Because if that were the case, then he would be up here playing for his development. He wouldn't be playing in AAA where he's dominating. He'd be playing in the MLB. So this is where, like, this is why I ask these questions, because it's like it boggles my mind when people go in circles about their organization and they have no idea about what direction they even want to. Like, as an analyst, you should know where you want your team to go. Like we saw in this series, you guys are still, even us, we're a young team too, just like you guys. You guys are miles behind us. Miles behind us. And our crop of young players are miles ahead crop of your younger players.
Yeah.
Miles ahead. And that's why I say, huh?
Which makes a lot of sense, yes, because they're all in the.
I mean, not necessarily. If you're gonna take the age group of Rafaela, Meyer, Anthony, and take that age group and compare it to your age group of your team, which one would you rather have?
I'd have yours because like it's better and it's refurbished.
So then so ours coming into the fold as quickly as it did. Do you believe enough in your young core that you guys are going to be able to do that next year?
Next year?
That's what you're telling me.
I think we could be a potential wildcard team next year. I wouldn't bank on it, but I think so. That could be the ceiling.
A potential wildcard team. So, like, maybe.
Well, what do you want us to do? Win the NL East? It's so competitive.
I want an actual answer. I don't want to just hear, potentially. Potentially. Like, you've been saying, the Marlins have been saying potentially since, like, 2003. Like,
bro, what do you want us to do?
I mean, for the Marlins,
money. What do you want?
The Marlins has been a phase for the Marlins since like that 2022 team, I believe, or no, 2023. That 2023 team that made the playoffs. But the thing about it is that most of that roster is scrapped, and they kind of started off mostly from fresh, different ownership, different managers, the different team in general. So
they keep scrapping the roster.
I'm good.
They keep scrapping the roster, which means
scrapping that 23 roster, honestly.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So you're okay, but it's not like that's just 22. So here's the thing: it's not like that's just 2023. That's how the history has gone. So what is going to give to a point like where you're gonna say, okay, this mediocre ass product we all just watched this weekend, this mediocre ass product, when is it going to
very well versus you?
Well enough to lose 2 out of 3? Yeah, they did so well, bro. They did so well. They lost 2 out of 3, bro. Definitely. Like that should be confusing. That should be confusing me. Maybe I'm spoiled because I'm a Boston fan. I really don't know. But like I've said before, I know what it's like. I know what it's like to actually have to improve by being a fucking Chiefs fan, getting my ass whooped by the Patriots every year. We had to do something.
Yeah.
And what did we do? What did we do? We had to do something. We went and got one of the best defenses in the league. We got a quarterback who didn't turn the ball over, Alex Smith. We took the Patriots blueprint, literally built that shit out the box. You literally kept Bridge making the playoffs every year. Just kept making the playoffs. Even went to an AFC Championship game multiple occasions. But no one expected us to go there. Only because we kept improving every single year instead of recycling the fold like we were doing before we had Alex Smith. This is the whole reason why we got over the hump. You can't do the same thing every year and expect a turnover. That's like saying if we were to expect the same thing, right? Let's say we kept the same roster. We're gonna end up in the same position next year. So there has to be some sort of like it's very very eye opening to me because if there's obviously I can't see how many people are watching right now at this moment on the live for some odd reason. Because me and Jordan are like on a joint like live thing right now between both the YouTube pages. So it doesn't even tell me how many people are in here. But anybody who's in here or anybody who's watching or at all, we did that. We were talking about this on another live. I literally said, there's no way you could have told me that Sandy Alcantara and Edward Cabrera were getting moved. I didn't care what anybody you couldn't tell me that niggas were giving up their left nut for those two niggas. Like it wasn't happening, bro. And there's only I'm not sitting here trying to shit on your team. It's just like you guys as fans, Marlins fans, the recourse I see all the time because I have to follow this stuff for Bay State media. The recourse I'm seeing between fans is you guys are just okay with losing. Like you guys are just completely okay with losing, and that's why the GM and the manager and it all trickles down. It's a trickle down effect, bro. That's why it all trickles down. Why do you think Boston fans get on, bro? We don't even have to lose to get on Sweeney's ass. We don't even have to lose to get on John Henry's ass. We don't have to lose to get on Robert Kraft's ass because we're gonna be on his ass anyways. But the problem is you guys are so used to mediocrity and losing that you guys are at this stagnant place. And this team looks like the same team that I saw before the All-Star break. That's what that told me. And that was the glaring difference between the Red Sox and the Marlins. There's at least somewhat of a dependent future, at least what you can see. And against these teams like the Orioles and some of these other bad teams, I do look at these things as to how are they going to move this piece and this player if he's playing like shit and doing this. I think about these things while I'm watching these games. And that's why, to me, I think that this series was like a very good series for you guys to realize that a team like us, who's not even supposed to be where we're at, that could have been you guys. Maybe if you guys still had Jazz, I don't know. I don't know. There's a couple more guys who I could think right now. If you still had them, maybe you'd be in a different position right now. And you can sit here and hold your hands on your head all you want, but we're not part of the losing organization, and we're not okay with losing.
Okay, wait. So you're saying a one-tool player out of Luis Arraez is good?
A one-tool player?
Yes.
You're telling me Jazz is a one-tool player?
I said Luis Arraez.
Luis Arraez is a one-tool player.
Yes. Can he defend?
He plays first and second.
Can he defend? No, he can't. He can't play second. Can he?
What are you talking? Oh, now we're lying. Now we're lying.
No, we're not, dude. Look at his stats.
Now we're lying. Okay.
You're telling me a guy who doesn't strike out and only hits singles is good. Is that what you're telling me? He can't even.
I don't know. I watch the Padres every night, so I don't know. I don't know what you're watching.
Really didn't watch him with the Marlins.
I watch baseball every night, so I don't know. I watch everybody, even your trash ass team. I watch everybody, so I don't know.
Dude, I'm saying we won that trade because look at what we got. Look at what we got, bro.
What'd you get? Losing every year? Like, I'm confused. When you make a trade, you're supposed to get better, not worse. Are we doing victory laps to get better or victory laps to get worse?
To get better. Because we got Dylan Head and Jacob Marcy on that.
I guess so. To end my point for those watching, to end my point, my whole point is look at what happens when you make the right moves.
We did make the right move by trading him.
No, you didn't. Because look, this is the difference between the Red Sox and the Marlins. This series showed.
No way.
Wait.
Real quick. No way you just said we made the wrong move by trading a one-tool player.
You're not winning games. So what are you talking about?
We're trying to lose.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does. What do you mean? Doesn't matter. This is why you guys suck. You guys are okay with losing. It's sad. You guys are okay with losing.
What the Rays were when Peter Bendix was their GM. They were terrible.
The Rays have seen the playoffs more than you guys have the past 15 years.
Oh my
God, what are you talking
the AL is better than the NL.
What are you talking about?
The AL was better than the NL.
What are you talking about?
What do you mean what I'm talking about? You're saying a one-tool player is better than four players in return.
Well, you just told me winning doesn't matter.
Very good right now.
So, Spoke, you made all these trades to stay in the same place. How can you sit here and tell someone you got better?
Doing better, dude. Everyone is saying the Marlins are going on an uprise.
Everyone as in your fan base. Your fan base.
So what about the fan base? Who gives
yours? Your fan base is the only fan base sitting here saying you guys are getting better. For what?
No, we're not, dude.
Because you guys had a couple 10-game winning streaks. Wow. Congratulations.
Saying that, dude.
I'm just saying. My whole point was the Red Sox, you look at the Red Sox, that is how you properly develop young players and you get the right mix of vets and young players. properly. And,
Oh
and
my.
this series showed the difference between the Red Sox and the Marlins and where
Well,
their
the Red
development
Sox
is.
have spent
Two
money
different
in the
things.
offseason. The
Two
Red
different
Sox spent
things.
money in the offseason, but do you really think that Bruce
Two
Sherman
different
spent
things.
money? No, he's not.
We
No
don't have to.
player-
We are a better organization than you guys. Clearly, whatever's working for
Oh
you
my
guys has
God,
not worked for
obviously
however
not.
many years.
Look at your history, dude. It's obvious. Dude,
No kidding. So take a page out of our book.
Bro, no. We're taking a page out of the Rays
Then
book.
keep losing. I've
Alright,
never
fine.
met
Why'd you
I've
make
never
the
met a fan base like the Marlins fan base that is so comfortable with losing.
Oh my God, dude. You're just used to winning, dude. I swear to God. Because
I-
it's a process. Baseball's a slow process, and I don't think you understand that. I really don't.
I mean, I do. I mean, I watch my team, and I still watch my team. It's been a slow process. Last time we won a World Series, 2018, brother. Trust
Better
me.
than 03.
So you're sitting here telling me we don't know about the slow grind. We don't know about the slow grind. You've been on the slowest grind.
Yes.
We know about the slow grind, but you've been on the slowest
We've
one.
been run poorly by then. We're getting better. Trust me. We are getting better. We have the right management. He knows what he's doing. He's done it before. He's going to do it again.
If missing the playoffs every year is your judgment of getting better, you're confused.
Playoffs are not the goal right now.
Then what's the goal? To suck every year?
Players.
What is your fucking goal? To not be good? I've never heard that shit ever in my life.
A developmental general manager who only cares for developing because he knows no big name free agent will want to come into Miami and Bruce Sherman knows that too. So our plan is to get players, develop them so they can become something special, and then they're going to have a long ass control contract and we don't have to worry about spending money.
How's that worked out for you guys?
Oh my God, dude. I can't. You're just gonna say the same thing, and it's impossible.
Because you're giving the same answer to every GM that's come in here and done the same thing. They've done the same thing. Every GM has come in and done the same thing.
It's the truth, dude. It's the truth, bro. Literally, we're developing players so we don't have to wait. We don't have to even think about trying to get Kyle Tucker. Yeah, let's sign him. What is he gonna do for us? He's not even gonna want to come to Miami.
I don't know. We got Alex Bregman, and look how that worked out for us, even though we have all the young guys.
Go to a large market fan base. Anyone would want to go to a large market team. No one wants to go to a small market.
So you're telling me you guys couldn't make a trade. So what you're telling me is you're going to be stuck in the whole reason why you guys are in this step back is because you guys are a small market team. So you're not answering the question. You're sitting here saying, "Oh my God," holding your hands in your head, but you're not answering the question.
Right now.
That shit's sad, bro. It's sad.
I'm talking about free agency, dude.
That shit's sad.
It's sad that you actually think our.
Okay, we traded for Bregman. So what's your point? We traded for Bregman. What is your point?
What'd you give up for Bregman?
What are you talking about free agency for?
No, we signed him.
Even if, and we traded away Devers, and still what? We got in return. What?
Yeah, but Devers was a locker room problem, and he was just he was giving you guys problems.
Okay, but he was still literally our best player. Our best player. What did we get in return?
You got what's his name? Hicks and a good starter with high ceiling.
What has Harrison done?
I don't know. You tell me. You're the rep.
What has Hicks done?
Hicks has been total shit. All he does.
Okay, the reason why for that is because the core players that we have developed, that are our young guys, we are developing them correctly. You guys cannot do that. No matter who you draft or who you get, you're not able to do that. So you keep telling me, you've been telling me ever since I met you, we're just going to do this to the draft and develop this guy. And you haven't done it yet once. And the guys you have done, you just traded them away. So what is going to be different?
Oh my God. Say trade him away again, bro, because Derek Jeter's not our GM anymore. Is it fucking common sense to you?
Yeah, it is. Clearly, it's common sense to me that you guys keep losing. Your excuses for everything is Derek Jeter.
Marlins, and he says, "Oh shit, they traded away everyone, so it's gonna affect now." No, Kyle Stowers did not get moved at the deadline. Yuri Perez did not get moved at the deadline. Augustin Ramirez did not get traded at the deadline. What does that tell you? Well, there's things changing. That's what it tells me. That's what it tells a lot of people. But
it tells you things are changing. You guys are still losing.
Oh my God, dude, we weren't supposed to make the playoffs this year. What do you fucking expect?
Bro, you don't have to win to understand that trading or doing anything to improve your team, it should improve your team. What type of GM makes a trade to say we should get worse?
It is so much different in baseball, dude. You don't get it.
Yeah, I actually, your logic makes zero fucking sense. Actually,
How does it
it
make
doesn't matter what sport you
How does
watch.
it
It
make
doesn't
no
matter
sense?
what sport you watch. What team literally aims every year to go into every year and say, let's trade away everybody, no matter who the fuck is our
We're not
GM, no
trading
matter what we do.
anybody
What
that
type of
we're trading
person goes
one
into
guy.
every single season for their team and they sit there and say, yes, our hope is to just keep fucking losing and doing the same thing every year because we're just comfortable with it.
Okay,
That,
so
that,
tell me
that,
this.
I don't care who
Expect
you
the
are.
The
I don't
Sacramento
care
Athletics
who
to make
you
the playoffs,
are.
yes or no? Do
I
you want
don't
the
care
Sacramento
who
Athletics to
you
make the
are,
playoffs?
bro. I don't care who you are and what team you
Well, clearly
follow.
you do, because it's the Marlins.
I don't. I don't. I don't. I say this
What
about
is
every
all
team.
this?
Even Ants trash ass Yankees, bro. Even fucking Sammy's trash ass Braves. I say the same thing, bro.
Braves are
So don't sit there and
trash
act like I'm
all
singling
day.
you out. Because at least Ant and at least Sammy and all these other people are not telling me they're okay with losing.
Bro,
Who is
they are
okay
winning
with
games.
losing?
They are winning games. They're winning teams. The
Shit's
Braves
crazy.
are playoff
The
contenders.
Braves are a winning team.
What?
The Braves are a winning team.
Yeah, if their starting pitching core was not injured, yes.
No, don't say if. Don't say if. We're not using hypotheticals. They're a winning team, yes or no?
Did you just say it? No. Oh my god.
Spoke. Yes
Look
or
at
no.
their injury list.
They're a winning team, yes or no?
Yes.
Right now, they're a winning team. Really?
Right now, no. But in the future, yes.
Okay, shut up. This is what I mean. What are you? Well, I'm asking you about right now. I'm not talking to you about next year. Are they a winning
No,
team?
they're not. But dude,
Okay, that's it.
At their look at the IL.
That's it.
Look at their IL. Tell me.
That's it. He's not sitting here telling me I want to lose. He doesn't want to fucking lose.
Yes, dude. You don't get it, bro. You really.
I do. I just
No,
don't
you
get
don't, bro.
What I don't get is literally purposely losing. I don't get that. Or being okay with that.
No, if we're purposely losing, I don't know, bro. You think
I mean,
know?
losing every year should kind of tell you.
Oh my god, it's different, bro. It's literally different.
Spoke.
It's
How is
different.
losing spoke in any fucking sport? Look at the fucking Jets. Look at the fucking Browns. That is the level you're on. That is the level the Marlins are on. You guys have not won shit. You guys are on, bro. The Jets have probably made the playoffs more in the past 15 years than the Marlins have.
Like this,
The Jets have probably made the playoffs more in their respective sport than the Marlins.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Wait, what did you say? Say that again?
The Jets have probably made the playoffs more than the Marlins have in the past 15 to 20 years, bro.
All right, you're wrong because the Jets have been more they've been a team longer than the Marlins. So you're wrong.
I said in the last 15 to 20 years. How am I wrong?
The last 15 to 20
Who gives a shit who was alive? I said the last 15 to 20 years.
Bro, this is ridiculous.
The Jets beat the Patriots in the playoffs. You guys haven't done anything or beat anybody or done anything. That's more of an accomplishment. A laughingstock organization is more of an accomplishment.
We beat the Cubs in, I think, 2021 or 2020. So, yeah, in the playoffs.
Wow. Congratulations to you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Congratulations.
Real quick, gentlemen. Real quick.
Jesus Christ.
Real
this guy
quick.
doesn't know anything about developing teams or anything.
Oh,
bro.
we do. We just
No,
don't
you
like to
don't.
lose. You
Bro.
don't. You clearly don't because you're okay with
Yes,
losing.
I do, bro. I'm a
Yo,
realist.
spoke.
We're not
spoke,
trying to win. It's
spoke.
common
The
fucking
difference between
sense.
you and I is, I could literally be put in a GM chair and actually be successful enough because I understand how trades and money and free agency works. You can put me in that chair. Unlike you don't understand how money or markets or anything else works. It's just let's just sign this kid and let's just draft this kid every year and let's trade this kid away and do this and let's fucking suck every year because that's what you're used to. I'm not used to sucking, so I can actually be a GM because I know what it takes to win.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Really?
You're a Marlins fan. You have no idea what it takes to win.
Oh my god.
Ant is a New York fan, and he's tasted more than you have what it's like to win in his lifetime. And you guys are the same age. And he's a New York fan.
A fucking Yankee.
He's a New York fan.
The Yankees always win. What do you expect?
Shit's sad. You're okay with losing. That's sad.
To this. If you're comparing this to this.
That's sad.
That makes sense, buddy.
I gave you 4 different examples. Do you need the NBA? I'll give you the NHL. Do you need more?
Bro, the NHL.
You guys are like the Buffalo Sabres. Done nothing. Done nothing. The Sabres have probably been in the playoffs more than you guys have since 2000.
Bullshit.
2003.
Bullshit.
Probably.
Bullshit. You're very wrong.
Probably.
You're wrong.
Probably.
You're wrong.
Probably.
You are
When they
wrong.
had Ryan Miller, probably made the playoffs a
You
couple
are
times.
wrong.
Probably.
Probably. See, you said probably, and you told me
Yeah,
not.
and I know the last
Or
time.
if.
I can't remember the last time you guys won a playoff round. I can't.
2021, bro.
I
Bring the
can't.
Cubs.
I can't.
2021.
One playoff round in 20 years since 2003.
2021.
Congratulations.
Thank
One
you.
playoff round. One. In the past 25 years is all you have to show for it. Every other year didn't
2021.
make the playoffs.
2021.
This is why you guys lost 2-1 to us this series. You guys are just okay with
because you're
losing.
the better team. No shit. I know.
Yeah,
this.
and we have been for 25
Yes,
years.
you have. Everyone knows this, dude.
No one wants to hear you get on these lives. No one wants to hear you get on these lives and get on these podcasts. No one wants to hear you get on these lives and get on these podcasts every single time talking about the Marlins, about fucking hopes and dreams 5 to 10 years from now.
Yeah. All right, bro. You know what? I don't think you understand.
Oh, I completely do.
No,
I do.
Dude.
Trust me.
Why do you want a losing organization?
I do.
Like, try. When I told you the goal is to develop players.
I don't know, because the goal in life is not to fucking lose.
All right, there's a difference in that because
no, there's not. How you do anything in life,
right,
any fashion, nigga.
Wait,
yeah, your goal is to lose. My goal in life is not to lose. Anything I support in life is anything, no matter what team. The support is to win, not to lose. I'm not used to being a loser, brother. I'm not.
No shit, you're a Chiefs fan, dude. I have
I'm
a
not.
question for you.
I'm not used to.
What are the
I'm not used to
Colorado
losing.
Rockies' goal? What's the Colorado Rockies' goal? Tell me. What are their goals?
To lose, just like you guys.
Oh
it's very clear.
Holy
They've won 20. They haven't even won 30 games. They haven't even won 30 games.
I've wasted 46 minutes.
No, you sound stupid. You asked me a rhetorical question. You sound stupid. You asked me a rhetorical question. The Rockies haven't won shit or done anything either, so clearly they don't want to win, jackass. The same way the Marlins don't either.
Wow. That's how we're arguing now.
Make that make sense. You make no fucking sense, bro. You make no sense, dog.
Yeah.
None. Sure. Make that shit make sense sometime about the Marlins, bro.
All right. I'm going to do this again. Our goal right now is to develop players. We're not trying to make the playoffs. It is common sense. Okay. You haven't
been trying to make the playoffs for fucking 20 some odd years. So when are you guys going to try and make the playoffs?
2021.
Okay. 1 year out of 20. Congratulations, bro. Do you want a fucking pat on your nuts?
No, that's gay.
Who gives a shit?
Ew.
You didn't see anybody else fucking parading around first round victory laps except for fucking New York Knicks fans and all those other people that are used to losing. No one parades going to the playoffs once in fucking 15 years and is happy about that and walks around about that.
I'm only using it just to like get the.
No one does that, bro.
I'm only using it just to get it through your head.
This is the world that we have come to, bro. We are victory lapping, losing. Like, just okay with it.
Bro, it's the point of this team. We're developing players. What don't you understand?
If the point is to, recycle players every year, let them develop. Yes, okay. So spoke. Every year when you guys let players develop and trade them every year, what does that fucking do?
Oh my God, we're not trading them this time.
You don't know that. You don't know that. You've never seen them not do that. Spoke. You've never seen your team not do that. You've never seen your team not do that. So what makes you think this time is just different?
Because we would have traded them already.
I've never seen most of my teams lose. So what makes you think I'm ever going to see them lose? I don't know what it's like to be that bad.
So why are you complaining?
Because I've seen it in every other fucking sport, including this one. It doesn't take a fucking rocket scientist.
I'm trying to
spoke. It doesn't take a fucking rocket scientist, bro. It doesn't take a fucking rocket scientist to realize in sports the goal is to not do the same shit every fucking year.
It's different because we got this.
No, it's I don't. Yes. I'm telling you, in any sport, how is it so different in baseball? Just because you guys suck? Because you guys suck so bad? It's just different for you guys? You need excuses, special excuses, not to fucking suck?
It's just the truth.
That's crazy, bro. I've never heard someone use that excuse for their team. It's just different when it comes to my team. And it's just different for every other sport. That it's just okay for us to lose. That shit is crazy, bro.
All right.
Why do you
expect? Quick.
I don't get you, bro. I don't
get you. I don't get why you like to lose. I don't get it. I don't get it.
Losing.
You're so stubborn. You are so stubborn. You did this 4 other times, and then you had to text me, call me on my phone, talking about, yeah, I was wrong. So I don't want to hear it because this is a conversation we've already had.
Bro, no.
You said the same thing the past 5 episodes about this team.
All right, do in-depth research about
I
Peter
do
Pan.
every day. Every single fucking
No,
day.
you
How do you think
don't.
I do this shit?
You don't.
Who's the one how do you think I
Because
do
you
this
wouldn't
shit?
be saying this
Just,
about
I wouldn't be
Peter
talking
Pan
about it if I
Marlins.
didn't know about it. That's the difference between me and you. Is I don't sit up there and talk about shit. I don't act like I'm gonna sit there and talk about some shit I don't know.
Whatever, bro. Whatever. I just know that.
You know what it's like to lose.
Oh my fucking god, dude. I know my goal about this team is to develop players. They've said it specifically, and it's the truth.
Yes, develop and keep trading them.
We're not trading them.
That's all you've done your whole life. So I don't know how you're so confident about that.
Say it again.
Like you're so confident about something you've never seen. I've never heard someone
see it, and I'm gonna prove you wrong. Because
I've never seen someone so confident about something they've never seen with their own 2 eyes.
Oh my god! If this was Derek Jeter as the GM right now,
You're talking about ifs. I don't give a fuck about ifs. You keep talking about developing players. Fucking 5. This is embarrassing. Talking about the same shit every fucking time you get on this podcast about the Marlins. Talking about 5 to 10 years from now. Developing players 5 to 10 years from now. No one gives a fuck about 5 to 10 years from now. No one gives a fuck about 5 to 10 years from now. No one wants to hear every time we get on this podcast about the Marlins organization and Derek Jeter. No one wants to hear that shit anymore.
Then why you keep saying we're gonna trade them? Why? Tell me.
Because I've never seen you guys do anything different, dumbass.
Because of Derek Jeter.
What are you talking about? It doesn't matter whether it was Derek Jeter or any other GM. You guys have done the same thing my whole lifetime. You've done the same thing my whole lifetime.
Pull up the list. Who Derek?
I'm older than you. I'm older than you. I'm older than you.
Good for you.
I'm older than you. I've seen it my whole life. The Marlins do this shit.
You have. Good for you.
Congratulations to fucking Derek Jeter. One guy, bro. The same guy and the next guy has been doing it every single fucking year. The other one, Kim. Crazy, bro. Crazy.
She's also dude. She also was terrible.
Crazy, bro. I've never heard someone so confidently wrong.
I'm not confidently wrong, bro.
Gentlemen, real
you don't
quick.
understand the point of the you just don't.
No, you don't understand the point of sports, clearly.
God,
you don't understand the point of sports is to win. You're so fucking stubborn about your team right now. Your logic and nothing you have said has made sense. It's made no sense. It's made no sense. It's made none.
Miami Marlins making the playoffs.
It's made none.
No, exactly.
It's made none. Losing organizations make excuses.
No. Oh my god.
All right. Okay.
Shit's crazy.
Real quick.
Crazy, you're right.
Real quick, because I had some comments.
You don't get it. You just don't get it.
No, you don't get it. You're okay with losing. You can keep losing. Go stay in the loser circle. Stay in the losers bracket, bro.
All right.
I don't, bro.
Real quick.
You don't even have your camera on, bro.
Stay in the losers bracket, bro.
Folks, give me a second, please. Both of you. Because we had some comments, and I was going to agree because we had.
Shut up, Spoke. You've been saying the same shit for the past 6 episodes. You've been saying the same thing for the past 6 episodes. The future. Yes, we're the future. Oh, the future. No one gives a fuck about 10 years from now. Your team's still going to suck 10 years from now, bro. No one gives a shit. But saying the same thing.
Really? I've been
saying you said the same thing the past 6 episodes. You said the same thing. No, clearly not. Clearly not. Because everyone else agreed with me. Everyone else agreed with me. Go watch the last live when we talked about the Marlins and watch everyone else agree with me. Go watch it. Go watch it. I've never seen someone so confidently fucking wrong. Go watch it. Go watch it. You weren't there because you ducked smoke. You ducked smoke. You didn't want to be on the last time we talked about the Marlins. You ducked. You ducked when we talked about the Marlins. You didn't want to come on. You ducked. Yeah, you ducked. So I don't want to hear that shit. Yeah, I don't want to hear that shit.
What are you talking about?
You know exactly what I'm talking about.
I really don't. But I've been telling you. Do I need to say it a 10th time? The Marlins are developing players because that's the goal of the season. That's what we need to do. We are developing for the future. I'm not going to say it again.
You've been developing for the future for 20 years, bro. You've been developing. How much more time do you need? Do you need 20 more years, bro?
I'm leaving.
Go ahead, please. You sound stupid. Please, you sound dumb. You sound
You
dumb.
sound stupid.
You
'cause
sound
don't know
stupid.
shit.
You guys spoke. Your team has been doing the same thing for 20 years. So you're going to do the same thing?
I'm not going to repeat myself.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm not
Because you
repeating
guys have
myself.
been doing the same thing for 20 years. Go ahead, leave. The same way that they can't stop doing the same shit the past 20 years. Go ahead. Go ahead. Coward's way out. Go ahead, because you can't answer the question, bro.
You know what?
You're going to keep... You need another 20 years?
That's the difference.
You need another 20 years?
In my face.
You need another 20 years?
Wait.
You need another 20 years.
Jordan,
You want to keep developing for 20 years, bro?
Thanks for having me because I'm not repeating myself.
Good. Don't repeat yourself on any of the other pods talking about 20 years from
Maybe
now
I won't
either.
be on any other podcast.
That's fine. That's fine.
Good. I'm out.
Good. Complain.
All right.
I'm tired of hearing the same shit coming on this podcast.
I feel you.
Get some new material, bro.
Okay, now, real quick, we have another member joining us. What's up, Noah? What up? Yes, sir. So he's in here. What's up?
You missed.
I heard about the debate and I had to slide in. Thanks, Ant, for sending me the link.
For sure.
Yes, sir.
Real quick, Noah. Before we get more into it, we had some before Spoke left. So Spoke left. We'll talk to him when we talk to him. We had comments, and I tried to get y'all to shut up real quick because the guy who was on my live trolling came back. And I was gonna I was gonna be like, but he was asking about Michael Jordan shit. I'm not showing his shit. We had somebody else, Andrew. I appreciate you tuning in. He said, I'll put it up right here. He said, awful choke job by the Marlins to avoid the sweep. Okay, word. The Marlins are trash, respectfully. I try to add that in there to edge it. And then finally, he says Isaiah Campbell needs to be cut. All right. So since Spoke ain't in here,
Spoke was at the game today, right?
He did go to the game. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna share this real quick. We'll get through this quick, guys, because we might as well move on. Real quick, the Marlins. Hold on, chat. Alrighty, and word. Real quick, Marlins took it 5-3. Yeah, you kind of just heard everything that I talked about. Yeah, Isaiah Campbell. You read the comment. He sucked the night before. It led to this loss right here. I'm not even gonna get into it. We just did a whole lot of other shit. But regardless, Noah, now that you're here, what's up with you, man? How you been? What's up?
Oh, just chilling. Just thought I'd pop on,
Yeah. No,
Can't stay too long because I got to work early in the morning and stuff, but
oh, no, for sure. What'd you take about that day, how do you call it, debate, since you
I only caught like the last minute or two, but yeah, no, just on the point of the Marlins, like I definitely Emari and Spoke definitely make very good different points, but as the Marlins, I do really like their GM Peter Bendix, but at the same time, like the times that they have won a World Series, they've just torn that shit down right away. And with some of their ownership too, I'm mainly talking about Jeffrey Loria. Their new owners, we'll see what they do, but they've had a consistent trend of wanting to sell all their guys once they hit arbitration. So will they do that again? We'll see. I don't know. I don't have too much faith in them. Sorry, Spoke, but I don't know. They do have a young, exciting team. I'll give them that, but how long is it going to be before they do sell off like an Alcantara or a
Yeah, I was rolling a blunt. Sorry, but yeah,
an Alcantara or Edward Cabrera or someone like that.
Yeah, I mean, dude, and this is what I don't understand about people who don't understand things in depth. Like, it goes beyond players. You've been developing players, and this has been your goal, is to develop players for however so many odd years since I was a kid, bro. Before he was even born or conceived in his father's nutsack. I literally been watching the Marlins lose since I was a child.
Oh, yeah, everyone has.
So, So every year you keep developing these players. Every year you keep drafting people. Every year, like Noah just said, you keep selling off the team. The moment they get good enough, you then just, this didn't work. So let's just cut everybody down at the knees and trade them. We see how that works out across any sport. He can sit here and say baseball is different and all that other stuff, right? Not necessarily to a T when it comes to the essence of it being a team sport, right? We all know in any of these sports like that requires individual attention, like baseball when it comes to opposed skill, or just skill when it comes to individual skill, like it does require a lot more work than you like playing hockey because you got to go on ice and you actually got to go skate with other people, or basketball. You don't get a feel for like how the game's supposed to move if you just play one on one all the time, or you're just training in front of cones all the time, or there's not a defender in front of your face, or football where you're just running routes against nobody with no pads on.
Right.
Like I feel like baseball is one of those sports where the individual attention in developing players is where a lot of that stuff stems from. Like being able to individually cater to each player and do that. Like I get that is important more than the other sports, which he says I don't understand, which obviously clearly I do. The team aspect though, and developing players in a team aspect, there's always going to be some sort of roadblock if your team clearly can't develop players enough to win a championship within a 20-year span. And the reason why I say that is because look at the Browns, look at the Jets, look at some of these teams. They've developed talents, or even the Hornets, right? Kemba Walker, they put the right pieces around enough to scratch the playoffs. But when they came to the playoffs, they got bounced to the first, swept, had no shot. And then you see some of these teams that they just can't get it right. Like they just, so for some reason, like the owners are too stubborn to realize the GM's not the problem, which is what Spoke doesn't realize. If this is a trickle down effect and it all starts up top, and once it trickles down, get a guy like the fucking Bengals owner, just per example, similarities. That guy doesn't want to fucking spend money on anybody or do anything so much as he's willing to trade Trey Hendrickson probably for a bag of chips tomorrow. Fucking crazy. But look at what they've been doing. They did the same shit to AJ Green, all these other players. They didn't maximize their talents. The Marlins don't maximize the talents of these players, and then they're back at square one the next year after they trade them all away and wonder why they are where they are. And that's the difference between them and us, like the Red Sox. Right. We as much as we probably wanted to win right now and the fans were pushing for it, like, look how well it worked out for us that we gave Rafael the time to develop. Look how great it worked out for us that Anthony was actually given the time. Anthony's fucking 20, just turned 21 and got $130 million. Like, Rafael is, I think he's like 23, 24 years old. He's been on the team for a couple years. So I know he's a little bit older than Anthony. Meyer's like around the same age. So, like, Romy Gonzalez is pretty young too. He's not up there in age. So it's like, you see what happens when you give these guys the opportunity. I think they decided to finally say, Anthony and Christian Campbell, it was their time. The same way they approached it with Rafaela and Devers. Like, okay, you know what? Just come up here and play. And I need you to get better every single week. I need you to be better than you were last week. And I think the Marlins are not good at maximizing that aspect of their team development. And he can sit here and tell me whatever he wants, and he say the future in 5 to 10 years from now, our whole process is developing players. Well, you have been doing this for 20 years, so something has to give, because clearly this is not working, and it's clearly not a GM. It's clearly not a GM problem because there's been a revolving door of general managers. It's clearly coming from the owners because clearly they're too stuck in their ways, and I think it's a very glaring weakness that look at the Red Sox who. Breslow and John Henry were a little bit more receptive this trade deadline or this past offseason in general. They've been a little bit more receptive. I mean, Red Sox fans were begging for Meyer and Anthony to come up for a while, bro. For a while. Looking back on before the season started, reading the old articles, like, it was very clear that Red Sox fans, and the consensus was a lot of the beat writers and journalists, they felt Meyer and Anthony were ready. And I think that the Marlins just don't ever get enough to a point with those guys, or even give them, like, Jazz wasn't given enough leash. Like, they were just like, all right, well, the older guys don't like you. See you later. Like, I watched this whole interview with explaining his side, bro. It's like, there's two sides to every story, bro. If I had to go in there and deal with some of the shit Jazz had to go in there and deal with in Miami, I wouldn't want to fucking play there for them either.
He had no protection in that lineup either.
Yeah, and I think I'm not, like, he thinks I'm trying to shit on his team, but it's like, bro, you gotta, if you're a real fan of your team and you want to see your team win, you gotta be honest with yourself to a point. Like, I've been a Chiefs fan my whole life, bro. I had to tell myself every year we weren't getting past the Patriots because I just knew we weren't getting past Tom Brady. It wasn't happening, bro. It doesn't matter who we had. I just knew every year the Patriots are gonna come and whoop our ass. And every year I was sat there writing mock trades down in my notebook and doing everything I possibly could. I know what it's like to sit there and not get over the hump of something. Maybe not as bad as like making the playoffs and losing, but I know what it's like to at least not get over the hump. And that's the thing about doing this stuff and like the analysis. Like every time someone comes on these whatever on these podcasts I'm seeing on Instagram, it's always talking about their team sucking. It's all we suck and this, that, and so forth and yada 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 because well we're just okay with it. We have no expectations and we're just trying to see how it goes. When is it going to get to a point where you want to stop seeing where it goes and start directing? So that was like the whole point. Like I just don't understand the logic behind any of the points he made. It just doesn't make sense to me. It's confusing. And my whole point was though, obviously not to go that long, but like my whole point was you could see the difference in the development between the Red Sox and the Marlins. Two teams that were somewhat in a similar place last year and the year before prior to that. But actually, no, last year. Yeah, actually, yeah, because it was 2024. So, yeah, maybe in the year prior to that, a little bit in the same boat the past 2 seasons. And look at where the Red Sox are now, 2 years removed from 2024, or a year I should say. A year removed. And that's how we're looking at it now. We're looking at it like in hindsight. I'm glad Devers is not here. Safe enough to say.
Right.
So, yeah, that's how I look at it, yo.
No, that's fair. That's fair. Now, I was going to say also, like, even when it comes to that, like, obviously where the Red Sox, I say we, I feel like I'm part of the team. But obviously the Red Sox, where they're at right now, like Emari said, is you've had all these young guys and you brought them up, the Anthonys, all that. They're here to deliver now. It took them a little bit, obviously, in the minors, but they got settled in the minors. They did their thing. Now they're up contributing. Marlins-wise, they have some pieces. They do. It's just somehow it's either the manager, it's either the upper management. It's something's not given right now. It doesn't mean it's not going to give next year, the year after. It's just going to take time. But as much time as it's taken, when is it actually going to really show? I think that's what Emari is really trying to say. When is the shit going to show?
Gotta have something to show for.
Exactly. Eventually. Right. And that's what as like spoke wise, but even other teams in the MLB, like the Rockies, the Cardinals are a little bit in that boat. You name it. The teams that aren't as great right now, they're going through a process of them not doing well. So is it a process where you have to wait on? It is. But there's been so much waiting. It just hasn't give. That's what the big issue is. I think that's really what the conversation really was in that aspect, And trust me, as Red Sox fans right now, we're loving it because at least now it's like, okay, finally we're starting to see some improvement. The last couple of years we've been 81-81. It's like, how the fuck can we improve when we feel like we're there, but we're taking steps back? Now there's more steps being taken forward, but a loss like today, it's like, yes, that we're going forward, but there's still a lot of work to do. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of the process right now. And since Ant is here, because I know he's kind of dealing with it too for the Yankees. And at this point, actually, before I say that, real quick chat. Tomorrow, the Sox start a little 2-game series against the Orioles. Little preview on that. It's going to be Dustin May tomorrow taking them out, and then Walker Buehler takes them out on Tuesday before they head to New York for a 4-game squabble with the Yankees.
Yep. Yes, indeed.
Real quick preview on that. We'll talk more about that aspect with the Orioles tomorrow, actual game action. I'll get Ant's input real quick. And this weekend, and especially how Max Fried fared on Saturday, what's going on, Ant, with them Yanks?
When it comes to the Yankees right now, it's an interesting situation, kind of to say the least. I'd say this week was pretty good for us. Much improvement from like weeks before.
Absolutely.
Obviously, we were going against a little weaker teams and like the Twins and the Cardinals.
Right.
But that matters, though.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah. At this point,
you need the confidence,
Yeah, exactly.
I was watching a bit of the the Cards Yankees game last night. I'm surprised they kept Fried in for that long, quite frankly.
Yeah.
But at the same
Yeah,
time,
we
though, that was a
probably-
high scoring game.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we kept Fried in a little longer probably than we probably should have, to be honest. But
He's had a weird second half, to be honest with you.
Now, I will
Yeah,
say, I'm
man.
glad you mentioned that, Noah. I'm glad you mentioned that. Now, Ant, because of that, because of literally taking the words out with a weird second half, what do you think the real problem is with Max Fried? Do you think it's a confidence thing, or do you think there's something wrong with him and either he's not saying anything or they're pushing him to keep on pitching?
I actually do think it's a confidence thing
Okay.
because I'm gonna be honest. I feel like it kind of started with our series against the Cubs before the All-Star break, like right before.
Okay, yeah. Mhm.
When he had the blisters and whatever.
Mhm.
And I think what it is, and what I think was mentioned on either on the Yes broadcast or on the Fox broadcast, that he might be kind of scared to throw certain pitches and end up getting blistered again.
Okay.
Or he's starting to lose confidence in like some of his pitches. Like, for example, like his curveball, which made him who he is, he's not throwing it like as much or in like certain situations as he would like before.
Right.
And obviously now he's not looking and so far in the second half, he's not looking as dangerous or as dominant as he once was, pretty much almost the entire first half. So the Max Fried situation is a little weird. I don't know if Matt Blake or Aaron Boone is going to have a sit down with him, get him. I mean, like we had to find something out with Fried right now, because obviously before that Cardinals game, his like second half ERA was like 6.
Yeah.
And
I've got his stats up here. In July, Fried has a 5.54 ERA in 26 innings pitched with a 1.38 WHIP, and in August, through 3 starts, 9 ERA, 15 innings, and has a batting average of 353 with a 1.93 WHIP. That's insanely high.
Yeah, and
and he's given up 15 earned runs. And how many walks and strikeouts?
And
he only has
7
16 strikeouts in
runs
August so far.
Really?
And those 7 runs last night is only going to make it higher.
Exactly.
Despite
like I said, for August, he has a 9 ERA.
Damn.
Yeah, so I mean, we gotta find something out with Fried. He gotta find something. He might have to do some soul searching on his end.
Mm-hmm.
He's such a weird pitcher, honestly, because he's like had such a like career of being like ridiculed by injuries, and then like this is also his first time he's been not in the National League, so there could just be some of that additional scouting that's now out on him. Because remember too, like just only a couple of years ago, they decided all MLB teams are gonna be playing each other. So like for the Red Sox, Jays, Orioles, like even some of the other American League teams, they were only seeing Fried like once every 3 years.
Right.
And now they're seeing twice a year.
Right, exactly.
Especially for the American League East team, the American League.
Mm-hmm.
That's good though. I feel like it'll create probably more rivalries too.
Oh,
that's
for sure.
On another note, but yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. No, honestly, but Noah has a point, because it's one of those things with Max Fried. It's like when he was in Atlanta, almost every year he's missing starts. I believe did he have Tommy John one year? Was he out for a year at one point because of Tommy John?
I don't know if he's ever had Tommy John, but I'm looking here too. He's never been in more than 33 games a season twice. He had 29 starts last year, but in 2023, 14, 2022, 30, 2021, 28. 2020 was weird because of the COVID season. He had 11. 2018, he only had 5 starts in 14 games. Like he has missed way too much time, especially for how good he has been.
Right. Did he pitch in 2019?
Yeah, he had 30.
He had 30.
He had
Okay.
30 starts, and he had a 4.02 ERA. Okay.
Word. So at least elbow wise, Tommy John, at least that hasn't affected him. It's really because it's really been more the blisters. For something like when he's on. But it's weird because it really seems like blisters are really hindering what he's been able to do. Because if this is a guy that isn't going to give you 30 starts a year, but when he's out there for the most part, he does all right. But now you're in a rut. It's almost like it's hard because it's like, okay, listen, do we want to sit this guy and really let him find himself if this blister's an issue, or do we want to keep pitching him? The Yankees, if I were them, you might have to just at least, all right, sit him for a few starts if this is the issue and get somebody else. Because if you're just wasting his opportunities, wasting his pitches that he can't throw, there's no reason for a guy like him to really be out there when you're just hindering what he's going to be actually be able to do. Because it probably is a confidence thing now, thinking about it. If he got blisters on his fingers, Ant got a point. He's not throwing his curveball. He's not throwing other pitches because he's nervous and scared. Like, I don't know how this is going to affect my fingers. Like, it comes to a point. Listen, like, if you got to throw somebody else on that mound, it's fine, but don't risk a guy's health because you want to put yourselves in a position to win. That's wrong.
Right.
That's wrong.
Yeah.
Unless he tells you, or unless he feels confident and says, you know what, I can do it. Fine. But if he's showing that he can't do it, don't let him do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's fine. There's more guys out there. I'd rather see the Yankees, pitch a guy or throw a guy out there who's healthy. And if it on his end, if he sucks or whatever, fine. But at least you're keeping Max Fried healthy from when you do get to the playoffs, if you do. Because I'd rather see Max Fried pitch in a wild card or divisional game than have to waste him right now. Because it just doesn't make any fucking sense.
Yeah.
It doesn't. You know what I'm saying? But
yeah,
I tell you, like, and we've seen, and that's the thing. We for Red Sox fans, the issue we're seeing with Max Fried is somewhat similar to what we saw with Tanner Houck earlier. Because even in spring training, he just looked like he didn't have it. You threw him out there for about 8 starts. He didn't look like the same guy. And then obviously now it's a Tommy John issue. It's one of those things.
He had one decent start.
Right, exactly. He had one decent start, and everybody was like, okay. But then the next start, again, getting shelled by the Rays, 12 runs. It's like you can only do so much. If
A team you shouldn't give up 12 runs to.
Exactly. No, exactly.
Yeah.
It's like if you're a pitcher, if you're actually dealing with something, if you're feeling something, say something. You can be honest with these guys. Now, if they're telling you, nah, fuck that, I want you to still go out there, then that's their problem. And they're in the wrong for that.
Yep.
Yeah.
The Yankees are doing that. But I tell you, like, it fathoms me that a guy like Max Fried that is an all-star, is a Cy Young Award candidate, like he fits the mold of that. He does. And to see him struggle like this, it's really like, damn, what the fuck is really going on?
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Do you think he can really improve on this? Like, can he find the light, you think, that's in some way, shape, or form?
Yeah. Because I mean, like, we already seen like what it is without these struggles, without probably like whatever this is, might be like mentally, physically, or both.
Right.
We already seen like this before all this whole rut kind of started happening. Like, he had like an under 2 ERA at some point. Now it's
I think he was even in like a 190s at one point.
He was incredible.
Well, I will say, if Max Fried can find any shade of himself of who he was, at least that I remember in June.
Yeah.
Like that Max Fried, like a guy who against the Reds, like he gave up no earned runs and went 7. Like he then had another where he went up against Baltimore and then he had 3 earned runs, but he went 6. Like 2 earned runs, but he went 7. He went 7 against KC and had 2, and then against Cleveland with a win, 0 earned runs and 1 hit. Like that was the peak. Like that was the best month I think we got from Max Fried. Or maybe you could actually look at the month prior, May. He had a good month of May, except for the end of May. He had that one game at the end of May. Or no. Yes. He had that one game at the end of May where he
Yeah.
gave up 6 runs, but that whole month of May, I don't think he gave up more than, I think it was like 2 runs, like the whole month. I think he had 3 starts where he gave up 1, and he had another start that month where he gave up 0.
Right.
So like
Yeah.
it's there, like those 2 months, but you could tell like from that month in May going into June, like June after reading those numbers I just gave you guys, like you saw,
Right.
that's when he started to kind of, the numbers didn't go this way, they went that way.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
yeah. But at least if we can see those 2 months, that version of Max Fried again, I don't see how he couldn't win them or steal them some games.
No, exactly. Exactly. No, like, because when Max Fried is on, he's on. I think even at one point that Emari even mentioned, I think he was on a scoreless inning streak, wasn't he? And like early on, like in that
April,
in
exactly.
April, yeah.
April, 5-0, 0.82 ERA in 33 innings pitched, 7 walks, 29 strikeouts, and a .91 WHIP.
There you go. Right, and this is a guy literally early on that. He was in the lead for the Cy Young Award, because especially with his record, if I recall, I think even at one point he was like 10-1. Like it looked like, oh shoot,
no, he was incredible in the first half.
Yeah, and it almost seems as though ever since May, when the Yankees started to struggle, like everybody else, whether it was the Rodons and all that, and Max Fried wasn't as much effective. But when it literally got to the game before the All-Star break against the Cubs, like Ant mentioned, everything, like you thought Max Fried would be the savior. Okay, listen, the Yanks are kind of going down, but at least we have Max Fried, still our guy, to at least be our stopper. Then it seemed like all that what's it called? All that effects of the Yankees struggles with everybody else then got onto him. And that's where it's like, damn. Like he was at one point the only one really saving them every 5 days from at least going out there throwing something, whether it was 6, 7,
I'd say.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, and now it's now he's in a rut. Shit, now we're still in a rut.
Yeah.
But yeah, he still got the win in that game on Saturday. But for the 7 runs,
Yeah, he allowed 7 runs.
Yeah, they need him to get back to it, man. They need him to get back to it.
Absolutely.
Yeah, our offense saved them.
Oh no, go ahead.
Saved them that night, but I will say, wow, that was one of the negatives, I guess, in a way. There were some positives from this past week. The Twin series was a good series, just to get in like decent normal baseball from the Twins against the Twins. Just to get something underneath our feet, I guess, in a way. Then we go against the Cardinals, to where like he was pitching pretty good to a degree. He's still returning from the IL. I think that was his third start around from his return from the IL. The defense was solid that night.
He's only made 3 starts.
And we were kind of like hanging on. We nearly lost it, but we hung on for the win. Saturday, again, Fried allowed a lot of runs where our offense kind of had to like mine out the win. With Ben Rice having the 7 RBIs that night.
That's insane.
Sorry for like all the noise behind me, whatever. But
no, you good.
7 RBIs that night.
Wow,
he was pretty good. We also saw Aaron Judge. I guess like I don't know if he's like officially out of whatever he's been in, but he did have a much better game on Saturday night than he did like since he came back from the IL. So honestly, whatever that may be, hopefully that can kind of like he gets better throughout the season. That kind of continues. And also today when we played the Cardinals, it was a good good win of us being able to come up in the clutch.
Right.
Yep.
You know, that I haven't really seen a lot like as of recent, and I'm just glad we were able to find some runs in the clutch. I'm seeing improvements in our team, and we're going against the Rays for a 2-game series. Like, how are you guys going against the Orioles for a 2-game series? We're going against the Rays for a 2-game series. It's tomorrow, or not tomorrow. We got a break tomorrow. Tuesday, I believe it's supposed to be Carlos Rodon versus Shane Baz. And then it's going to be Schlittler pitching on Wednesday. I forgot against who's going out for the Rays on Wednesday. But gotta go against the Rays, and then, like you guys have mentioned, that 4-game series against the Red Sox, the bang. I can't even speak right now. The Big Bang Bucks, right there.
That's in New York, right?
That is in New York.
Yes, it is.
Yes, we get to play in a little league park. Your time is up.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
I mean,
Happens anymore.
We
though.
get to play in that little league ass park. Yes, sir.
Look.
We coming for that sweep again. We coming for that ass.
I've seen a point where, okay, I get it. We all been hot. We've been kind of cold. It's whatever. But I don't know what to expect from our team, to be quite honest. Hopefully this Rays series we're able to take care of business, because the Rays have been mid.
If both of our bullpens pitch the way they've been pitching lately during that series, we should be in for a good series.
No, literally.
If both of our bullpens keep sucking up until that point, we should be in for a good series.
Nah, facts. You honestly might see a lot of high-scoring fucking games.
Again, I was gonna say this series is gonna be like, I'm imagining at least like combined runs a game, at least like 12 to 13 maybe a game.
Right.
I mean,
combined.
Bednar's been a good closer for us, so I'll take that. Our bullpen,
that is true.
Bullpen was kind of it was kind of like I mean, like on Saturday, it was much better on Saturday than it was like any other these days. But either way, I think it's gonna be an RA series. I think we should do better. As much as Emari thinks we're gonna get swept, I don't think we're gonna get swept. I just don't think we're gonna get swept, because
that won't. No, I'll be honest. As much as I want to, that won't happen.
Yeah.
In all honesty, I think it'll be a split.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think so too.
I'm hoping for a split, at least a split. Obviously, if we win the series, that would be nice, but I don't know if we would win the series. I'm gonna be real. I don't even know who might be pitching that series, but if I had to guess, it'd probably be because Warren just pitched today, so it probably wouldn't be Warren. There'd probably be some heel in there.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, maybe Warren towards the end of the series, considering the circumstances. Some Freed in there, some Rodon, or not Rodon. Maybe I don't even know. I don't even know who's pitching it.
I will say one thing, Ant. You guys have a better record at home. Yeah. This is what this tells me. I'm going to read these stats just for those maybe who might be watching, or anything, those who are going to watch this. So the Yankees splits this year batting at home. They've pretty much almost had the same amount of at-bats home and away, almost, with it being 100 more away, but like it's not really that much out of the grand scheme of 2,000 each, if that makes sense. So you guys have a better record at home when lost, but the thing is, you guys hit better when you're on the road. So what tells me in that sense is that at least when you guys are home, there is some vulnerability in the pitching sense. Whereas on the flip, or for the opposite team, on the flip side though, the pitching stats for the splits home and away, you guys pitch better at home than you do pitch away.
Right.
So
Yeah.
it honestly, and that's the same thing with the Red Sox.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
for me, that's why I think this series is going to be it's flipped for the Red Sox, I should say, if that makes
Yeah.
sense.
Yeah.
It's flipped. So this is why it's gonna be fucking interesting to me, because I feel like it being flipped, like inverse, like that, like it is going to be like. I think this series is going to really be like a decider on the last look on whether the Yankees or the Red Sox will make it farther in the playoffs.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think this will really tell us like who's going to do what, how that's going to work out, and best of luck to you guys, bro, because that was an interesting stat that I saw earlier today. So I just wanted to read that, but yeah.
That's fair. I mean, I will say in terms of pitching for the Red Sox, now thinking about it, because if Dustin May goes tomorrow and then Walker Buehler goes Tuesday, they have the off day Wednesday, so it will be Thursday night's Giolito, Friday night's Bayo, Saturday afternoon is Crochet, and then Sunday night baseball is Dustin May.
Yeah, I was gonna say Saturday is definitely Crochet because they wouldn't put him on Sunday.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So that means at least we get lucky as the Sox. We get lucky that Walker Buehler's not pitching. No cap.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, we are very blessed that those. But I think that's why I think they might save the arms, like because we're going to the Pirates game the 29th.
Yeah.
So is that after the Yankee series?
Yeah, that is a week after.
Okay, never mind. But for those of you watching, anybody maybe if there's anybody watching or anybody who's gonna watch this, come see us at the Red Sox game. Nero and I will be there.
Yes,
We'll be at the Pirates game, Red Sox versus Pirates. We're hoping to see Paul Skeens. We don't know what day he's pitching yet. Which is why I'm a little skeptical about buying the tickets. Yeah, very early. Right. I kind of want to get a little bit closer because Paul Skeens is pitching tomorrow.
Yeah.
So that gives me some sort of hope after we the whole the calculator.
Right.
That gives me after doing the pitch calculator thing. That gives me hope that he's gonna pitch on the day that we want to go, which is that said Friday.
Okay.
So
actually,
Friday night.
Yeah.
Friday night, Fenway Park, lights are bright, so I feel like they'll have him on that game for sure. Or if not that game, I don't know why they wouldn't have him on the Saturday game.
Facts.
So
Saturday, Sunday, I mean,
but it won't be nationally televised because
I don't think. Yeah, no, I don't think
it's the Pirates. So
yeah, no one wants the Pirates on TV.
yeah, no one wants to watch the Pirates, bro.
Looking at the matchup, dude, Braves Phillies is going to get a lot of views. Marlins Mets, Angels Astros. There's a lot of divisional rivals I'm seeing in this on that day. Diamondbacks Dodgers. So
okay, so it's funny you said that.
Blue
So
Jays too. Let's point that out too. Even though that's a weird one, the two hottest teams in baseball over the last couple months as well.
Tomorrow,
that's a good one.
Tomorrow, we got a big day tomorrow. You got the Brewers and the Cubs tomorrow, 2:20 sharp.
Okay.
You got the Astros and the Tigers, 6:40 sharp.
I want to watch the Brewers and Cubs, man.
Oh my, tomorrow is going to be a good day in baseball for those of you watching or those of you going to watch at home, watching on YouTube after the fact. We stream in Discord every single day. We have the games for you guys. Eventually, we're going to move to playback because it's more legal than using Discord to do that. But yeah, eventually, once we get a playback page, you guys can write on our playback wall, do all this stuff, watch us on playback. You guys are able to live discuss with us, literally join in the chat, watch the game with us in the chat, and discuss with us in the chat. So once we get our little Bay State Media WTHHS playback set up, we'll get that set up for you guys. But tomorrow, there is a stack of good games, like I just mentioned. So like I said, Astros, Tigers tomorrow at 6:40, Brewers, Cubs at 2:20. Then you have the Mariners and Phillies at 6:45. That's the one I'm looking forward to.
That's going to be
the most.
Mm-hmm.
That series is going to be crazy.
I'm looking at the series between who?
Because the Mariners just have the Mets too.
The Mariners and the Phillies, they both are teams that their lineups are going to be king in that series for sure. And I think
pitching too. Yeah.
I think the Mariners, due to the starting pick, I think they'll have that one. I think they will take the series.
I'm going to call
although
this
they struggle.
I think Mariners and Phillies is a very realistic World Series matchup.
Yes, I do agree. So now I was saying this on one of the lives too. I was saying this to Angelo. I believe in the Phillies. I think the Phillies, Trey Turner's my guy. That's my, that is like other than Jazz, like Jazz and Trey are my two favorite guys, like in the whole league. Like Trey might get his before obviously Jazz gets his, but Trey might get his, and I want to see Trey get his. So I do
Yeah.
hope the Phillies win this year. I do think that's like my as far as like a team that's gonna win, I feel like they're a dark horse team. And now for those watching at all, like I don't think people use the term dark horse a lot and use it as the term as like a sleeper.
Right.
Like the Phillies are not a sleeper team. They're a dark horse team. Like they're not the first team you think about to win the World Series, but after like the first,
But they got a strong chance.
yeah, but like they're right there, following right behind the doorknob. Like they're literally right there reaching for it. So I think that the Phillies are a dark horse team, and I also think the Mariners, like Noah just said, Noah actually previously had said, and Dash in the group chat and Instagram, they both had said that they felt like the Mariners were a dark horse team for a couple months now. So I think that that is a very awesome prediction, for sure. That is a very good prediction. And then you got it. It doesn't seem like an exciting series when you look at like their records and like their positions, but like I think that the Tigers and the Tigers, excuse me, the Rangers and the Royals series is going to be real interesting. Just because the Rangers are still kind of fighting, and I don't know where the Royals are at. I'm not quite
They're
sure.
a little below, but
I'm going to take a quick look while I'm talking here, but I think the Royals are also kind of on the outside looking in. So the Royals are actually ahead of the Rangers. So this is like a giant series for the both of them.
Mm-hmm.
The Royals are a game and a half ahead of the Rangers. So this series could literally turn the tide and flip their script. Now, with that being said, also the Red Sox, the Mariners series is also big for them too. And for the Red Sox, as far as like the Red Sox and the Yankees, we need the Phillies to sweep. Me and you, and NERO, we're gonna be working a lot. We're gonna be working a lot together the next couple of days.
Oh yeah, facts. Yeah, no,
we're gonna be
Especially
working
since
together.
right
Yeah.
We're gonna be working together a lot this Philly series, rooting for the Phillies to sweep these boys. So we are hoping the Mariners look. At least I'm hoping, the Mariners look any shade of themselves as they've looked against the Mets so far in this series with the Mets. If they look any shade of themselves as they had this series against the Mets, we are both of our teams are in good shape, and we will be back in the 1 and 2 spots for the wild card. But we got a big week in baseball this week for those watching, and then you got another series. Probably shouldn't sleep on it. I know one of these teams sucks. Excuse me, bro. The Padres and the Giants. I know the Giants suck. I know the Padres are inconsistent. But I do think that the Padres have something to prove. And the Giants are trying to prove right now that they don't completely fucking suck.
Right.
So I think that with both of those, so with them having two separate things to kind of prove right now, like I do think that series is going to be a good series. And then a team that's looking outside, a team that plays great against good teams, the Angels, is playing against the Reds. I mean, bro, the way that the Reds play, you have no idea whether they're going to win a game or lose a game in the first 2 innings. Like literally, I'm telling you, they'll go up like they did the other day. They went up 8-1. We were literally in the Discord, me and Ed. I'm telling you, right hand up. Swear to God, we were in the Discord watching it's 8-1, flipping through the games. Yeah, we're not going to look at it. It's 8-2. It's like, all right, whatever, cool. Yeah, we're flipping through a couple other games. Okay, cool. It's 8-6. And we're like, all right, let's flip back to this game and see what's going on. And then we watched the Brewers tie the game. And literally in the blink of an eye.
With the Reds and Brewers?
Yeah, now mind you, this all happened in the first 4 innings. It wasn't even late in the game. This is the first 4 innings of the game. So yeah, the Reds.
You guys are talking
that'll
about
be an interesting series. And the Reds. So the Angels, they play really good against really good teams. They play really bad against bad teams. I don't get it, but that's a team that I think, the Reds, a team that's outside looking in. They are trying to fight for a wild card spot, trying to solidify their spot there. This is a very big series for them against a team that won't go down easily. And the Reds are having a tough time this year with contenders. So in teams that are playoff teams, so a team that's not a playoff team but is really willing to fight the good old fight, that's a big series for them. So yeah, that's a little Bay State Media, a little live look in for you guys
Oh yeah.
on tomorrow. You guys can catch us all probably in the Discord tomorrow, hanging out for a little bit, watching some baseball. But yeah, Nero, bro, how you actually I did have a question for you, bro.
Mhm.
How you feel about Toro lately, bro? I actually wanted to ask you that just because, like, I feel like that's a player the Red Sox fans are not talking about enough. That guy sucks right now, bro.
Yeah,
So,
literally, no. That's a fact.
Lean into the question a little bit. So the password, I'm sure Garcia, Josdixon Garcia, the password and Christian Campbell are playing excellently in AAA. Now, I do want to pose this question to you a little bit, and to you guys, if you guys know the password and a little bit about the farm system and the Red Sox and all that, and like the first base situation with Toro. So, like, Nero, who do you feel would come up first? Or actually, not who do you feel like? Who would you want to come up first, whether it's the password or Christian Campbell? If Toro keeps playing the way he's playing the next week, maybe week and a half, is there a chance we could see the password or Christian Campbell this late in the year and in the middle of a race where Toro's kind of faltering a little bit in the middle of this race? So I just wanted to kind of get your thoughts on that real quick too.
No, for sure. No, that's a good question. If I had to pick somebody to come up right now, I would probably have to go more towards Christian Campbell to come up first. Only reason because obviously Christian Campbell, he's been up this year. He was Rookie of the Month. Obviously had a tough time. They sent him down. If you bring him up, you could necessarily give him his reps at first base, but you could also end up having him back at second base, move Romy to first base, which they've been doing during days that Toro doesn't play, and put Cedar Rafaela back in the outfield.
Right.
I would do it in that sense. That way, Romy Gonzalez is more of your first baseman.
Right.
Yeah.
Right now, though,
with Romy at first.
Exactly right. Because if you bring up the password, that's fine. But if you're going to throw him at first base, and it's been a mixed bag in the minors so far with him having his reps there.
Absolutely.
Then it's one of those things where it's like, okay, we brought this kid up. He can't play. He's not there yet. Did we make a mistake in bringing up him for Toro instead of going with the guy we already know in Campbell? If I'm the Sox, the safest option is Tristan Campbell. I keep saying Christian. Christian Campbell.
Yeah.
That's the safest option right now because you can do more with that second base, first base hole right there. You can, even if anything, if Cedar Rafaela needs an off day and you want to throw him at second base, fine. Or if even one of these other guys like the Abraham Toros, like the Jaron Durans, the Roman Anthony, God forbid, if he needs an off day, you throw him in the outfield. He can do more. He can do more right now because Toro right now, he was on that heater, but even though he's hit a couple home runs in both the Astros series that they played, he's really killing us on that at the plate. He's really killing us.
Yeah,
he's still fine, but at the plate, if you're not producing, man, that's a hole. And even today when he was out there, I think was it today? No, it was yesterday. Even yesterday when he was out there, I'm saying to myself, I said, at some point, once September comes, I literally was thinking, I'm like, you might just have to bring Christian Campbell back up and give him either some reps at first or just stick with Romy Gonzalez down there because he's not doing shit. He's not doing shit for the most part. It's tough.
Yeah, and Christian Campbell, man, like, dude, I think that, like, another factor that what people don't realize, too, about Christian Campbell coming up, so I'm glad you said that, too, because I would prefer Christian Campbell to come up just because of where we're at right now in the season and the race we're in. I just think that bringing up the password right now is asking too much of him, and we haven't even asked him really to, like, get acclimated, like the way that we asked Rafaela and Anthony and Meyer to get acclimated. Right. I think we are at our best when Meyer is playing second base and Rafaela is in the outfield. So the fact that we're not seeing that right now, if you look at the stats when that was them in the lineup playing in that's our best brand of baseball this season.
Right.
So I think, like you said, the carousel of the password. Um, there has been discussion about him coming up, and it's been floated around like the rumor mill. But rumor mills are rumor mills, bro. Nothing is really solidified. It could
Right.
just be a fan page posting. I really think they should come up like based on the stats and all this other stuff, which is
Exactly.
why we saw the conversation, or why I'm asking, posing the question, just because I saw a couple Red Sox fan pages and a couple other pages post like about the password and stuff, and I've been following him actively for the past like 2 months. Just because he is next up and coming in this organization as a prospect. Now there's no more Blaze Jordan, no more James Tibbs. So
Right.
the password kind of has to take that leap up on the prospect ladder. And, he kind of has to show that he is capable of, being a big league player soon enough to a point where we feel comfortable bringing him up here. And I know that the carousel sucks. And, Meyer being out for the rest of the season. For those who don't know, Meyer is out for the rest of the season. He has a wrist injury that requires surgery.
Yeah.
He did try and come back, but I think the Red Sox knew he wasn't coming back, dude. He's been
Yeah.
out for a while. I think
Yeah.
they knew he wasn't coming back. I think they kind of just strung us along with that, but he hasn't played in a while. So, yeah, that's the reason why I posed that question. But, I think I think Christian Campbell, he should be called up this week if Toro can't find his bat.
Yeah, for
And
sure.
the reason why analytically, or I guess X's and O's wise, that would make sense for Christian Campbell to come up too is just the base running ability, the speed, and that fits the mold of our lineup right now. We're not really a power lineup, and the guys that are hitting for power, it's spread out. I mean, you got Duran, Rafaela, Story, and Bregman, and Abreu kind of taking on the load of just scoring, like getting on base, generating runs. And, you would hope that a couple guys like Toro and Narvaez, they could fill in. I mean, Narvaez has been pretty fine. I think
Right.
Narvaez he's been good.
Exactly.
There's really no gripes for Narvaez. So I can kind of add him as the number one in the supporting cast of the core guys in the lineup, as
Right.
someone who can get on base or get hits or drive in runs. Whereas Connor Wong is just, you don't know what to expect from him
Yeah.
whatsoever. He's
Yeah.
absolutely fucking terrible. I don't know why we didn't move him for anything, whether it was like even if they, I don't know, even if they felt like they could move him for somebody that could come up and play like his position right away from AAA from somebody, I don't know. But he's just not cutting it, and he's another hole in the lineup that we just seem to not be able to fix, and it doesn't help that Marcelo Meyer's out. So,
And I think that's the
yeah.
thing with Carlos Narvaez too, because he sort of came out of nowhere, and I know last year the Red Sox tried to fill their void at catcher with Danny Jansen, but then he obviously left in free agency.
Right.
Yep.
But Narvaez has been good.
He's been a great supporting role player.
Needs to be studied in the labs at Harvard, and the catcher position is such a weird position because normally that's a very defensive first position, and
right.
So
exactly.
Yeah, I feel like the offensive game of catchers.
That's the thing.
The offensive game of catchers, I feel like, has evolved tremendously.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, it has. Look at what Kyle Riley's doing this year, and Will Smith is having a fucking amazing season this year too.
Hunter Goodman at one point,
my team, the Jays, Alejandro Kirk has gone back to his,
old self.
Exactly.
And I had Hunter Goodman and Cal Raleigh on my fantasy team this year, so I know
Hunter Goodman's broken out too. He's looked awesome.
Yeah, Hunter Goodman. He's been a
great numbers, but
he's been an awesome depth piece for me because he can also DH and play outfield. So
he's listed here as a right fielder and first baseman too.
It's funny too because he traded Hunter Goodman to me, and I traded him back to him. So
yeah, but I got JT Realmuto and I have Hunter Goodman, so I'm chilling.
No, that's fair. That's fair.
Yeah,
it's even crazier to kind of think of
where he plays a lot too. So
right. No, I was gonna say because it's even when you think about it, honestly, for the last 5-6 years, when you looked at the catcher position, especially looking at guys getting in the All-Star game, if you looked at their stats, they were batting 225, 230. The catcher position, itself years ago, batting wise, it was really struggling. It was even a couple years for Salvador Perez kind of struggled a little bit too. It's you know what I'm saying? It's that position right there. They were still doing well, defensive wise, but their offensive numbers were oh damn, That's tough. But literally for the last few years, especially this year now, because you're seeing more guys, the catcher uptake in batting average and even just hitting, it's like, okay, now the position's really starting to come back where catchers are really forces in your lineup.
Yeah.
Like Will Smith's having a great year, but nobody's talking about Will Smith because of Cal Raleigh. That's the crazy thing.
Yeah,
And
like
I feel like just because of the Dodgers team he's on too, like Shohei, Freddie, Oscar Hernandez, Mookie Betts sucks, but eyes is breaking up and stuff like that. But also with Cal Raleigh, also I think he's on roids. Let's be honest, but
I'm telling you, yeah.
I think the other thing too, like because the MLB's implemented an automatic ball and strike system, like framing, there's going to be less of an emphasis on that with catchers, which will leave for more time to focus on the rest of the fundamentals of catching. So blocking, framing or not frame, but like, blocking, game calling, hitting,
right,
everything else, even stealing bases for the Real Mutos or Gabriel Morenos of the game, that sort of thing.
Exactly.
Yeah, see, that's one thing that getting back into baseball, like, one thing that has been fun is to dive into like the stat relation between like catchers and pitchers, and to realize like how frame rate and just like how that can affect certain stats for a pitcher, or even just a stat for themselves, and how pitches and certain pitches can affect like the frame rate and all that stuff. So like learning that stuff this year, like that was definitely something super cool to learn about baseball that I just like never knew before. And
catching is an art.
It is. And like I think like the ability to see a ball coming that fast and to like catch it and kind of frame it to where you're trying to get the call to go your way, like that is real like skit. Like I feel like that's like a very, very underrated position in baseball that does not get talked about enough. Like I think catcher is very, very, very fucking important. Like I feel like it is. Excuse me. I feel like a catcher can make or break the difference between a lot of at bats, and catchers also have to know
a World Series team or a non-World Series team. Like
I think a catchers also have to know like stances. I watched a super cool fucking video. I can't remember. I watched it on Instagram though.
Like everything. Like I always have a ton of respect for catchers.
Yeah,
and, like I am a bit lucky being a Jays fan because we've had. Like before Kirk and Jansen, we had, like Russell Martin, we had Deanna Navarro for a couple of years. We had Josh Tolley, who could fucking frame R.A. Dickey like it was nothing.
Yeah.
JP Arencibia was a good hitting catcher for us for a long time. Like there was a bunch of them. But even for like the Salvador Perez's, who like can't really frame or play defense anymore, like he was a major part of that World Series team in 2015. Like and then you just look at the flip side, like the Martin Maldonados, like the more defensive-minded catchers. Like he might suck with the bat, but like he like made all of his Astros pitchers actual like capable MLB pitchers, and like Rutschman did this at one point too.
Exactly.
Then you also remember Yadier Molina.
Molina, Molina.
Yeah,
why did I not bring him up over?
Oh well, I will say one thing.
Man.
Jordan and I lived in like the golden era of catchers, kind of when it came to like framing and stuff like that. Like we lived in the golden era of that. So
facts. That's a fact. Nah, literally before Yadier Molina really came to be Yadier Molina, it was Jason Varitek.
Jason, yes, sir. JV. They don't know about JV because he wasn't an offensive beast like that.
I'm telling you, and it's even
and
crazy.
The craziest part is he really was. He really was an offensive beast. He just wasn't like a extreme power hitter. Like he could really hit.
Salvador Perez.
He could really drive in runs and get on base as a catcher back then. That was huge.
For sure.
So he was a big part of the reason why Varitek was like literally probably like top 3 reasons why we won a couple of those World Series.
Oh, for sure.
Top 3.
And you're even
no doubt.
Exactly. But I'm glad that you mentioned him because now you're seeing with a guy like Narvaez. And even though the batting average has dipped a little bit, there's a little bit of struggle right there, just a tad bit with hitting. You see the relationship that him and Carlos Narvaez has.
Right.
How Carlos Narvaez, he says, he's like, I looked up to Jason Varitek, blah, blah, blah. We're always talking. He's like, he's like my dad. Like having that relationship right now as a young guy in this organization in the hardest position in the league. It's hard to be a catcher.
Yep.
Having a guy
So hard.
behind your back literally through every game you play, every moment you're around him, that does wonders. That does wonders because you're seeing how Carlos Narvaez is calling his game. It's like, okay, yeah, you could definitely tell that Jason Varitek is in his ear because I tell you, it's different because even the last couple of years with the Connor Wongs, you had Danny Jansen, you had Christian Vasquez. Like
Vasquez,
they did well
that's crazy.
Yeah, they did well in some aspects, but Carlos Narvaez, he's providing both. And I'm telling you, like Jason Varitek, he's so underrated in Red Sox history, but even to this team right now, I tell you, he's one of the unsung heroes because without him, that catcher position, especially how Connor Wong has played throughout the whole year and is now starting to pick it up just a tad bit. Yeah, I tell you, we wouldn't be where we are without Carlos Narvaez. No bullshit.
And I'll tell you another thing.
I always say catchers make the best managers.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
And another thing is, too, like, this is another point I was making earlier in the difference between organizations, right? Like you said, like, Varitek having the player-to-player relationship. Like, even David Ortiz with Rafael Devers, even though Rafael Devers was not fucking receptive of that relationship whatsoever, he just didn't want to do it, and he's a bitch for that. I don't know why you wouldn't learn from literally the clutchest player in baseball history.
Yeah.
I don't know why you wouldn't learn from that guy.
Yeah.
Just because you won one World Series in 2018, bro, you thought you were the shit? Go ask the guy who literally made the shit happen. The guy who literally saved some dudes' asses on our team who didn't show up.
Right.
Notably, I'm sure Red Sox fans or anybody watching this, Jordan knows, we all know the guys who we expected to show up and didn't show up. And Manny Ramirez and David Ortiz showed up time and time again. And Red Sox fans back then were saying, oh, they're not this, they're not that, yada, yada, yada. They're going out and partying and doing all this other stuff. I don't give a fuck. Let that man Manny go to the club if he's going to hit like that every single time we go to the playoff. Let him go to the club. I don't care. David Ortiz can drink as much Jack Daniels and Don Julio as he wants. I don't care. If he can go do that every single given game in a playoff series, cool, sign me up. Like, so yeah, so I think, but also, obviously, all jokes aside, having the player-to-player relationship from them learning now and those players learning from even their mistakes in the height of their winning. Because there was plenty of guys like that who made mistakes in the height of their winning, and Varitek was obviously the guy who was very head-on straight, very, family-oriented guy, hung out, with his girl, did whatever. Ortiz and Manny Ramirez were a little bit out there. They like to party, gold chains, you know what I mean? Hang out with the, Allen Iverson and hang out with the big chains and hang out with LeBron. Like, that was, like, their thing. So, like, it's good to have that type, especially now in the social media age where you can't even do shit like that no more. Like, the shit that Manny and David Ortiz got away with, they're telling these players and Varitek, like, the stuff we got away with, like, you can't get away with that stuff because there's somebody always watching. There's a camera always turned on.
Exactly.
So, and I think that's what's missing from the Marlins organization, too, is there's no faces in those buildings. And in a lot of these organizations with a lot of teams you see across sports, you're just seeing there's no faces in the buildings to look up to. Yep. It's really a lot of these organizations got faces in the buildings to not look up to. So, I think, a big thing with this Red Sox team has been that. I think Roman Anthony and having just that core group of young guys, right? Like, you see Roman Anthony, Marcelo Meyer, and Romy Gonzalez. Yep. Like, they're a little three-man clique. You see them going in there tucking with the bitches. They're walking off a boat with, like, 20 girls. Like, they're like the Brodies of the team, though. And Rafaela, Rafaela's a little bit more quiet. You know what I mean? And, but, the Red Sox are currently finalizing on a deal right now, though.
Yeah, I was going to drop
Nathaniel Lowe
on you guys before I head out.
Yeah, sorry, but I just saw that notification come up on my screen. Red Sox are finalizing a deal with first baseman Nathaniel Lowe. After we just said all that, I guess about Toro, it looks like the situation. It looks like they're trying to fix the situation. They're being proactive about the situation, which is good. Right. But the fact that they're signing Nathaniel Lowe does not tell me they have confidence in Christian Campbell enough to call him up. Right. So that tells me that Christian Campbell is definitely going to stay down within the next. He's probably going to stay down for the rest of the year. That signing tells me
let
that
him develop a little bit more.
Yeah. If he can just keep hitting like this for the rest of the season where he's at, like, just let it happen, But yeah, that's kind of I'm glad we got that out though. You know what I mean? I knew this was coming though. This episode was coming. It was long overdue because we tried to have a little bit of a preview. Some people ducked, they ducked, but me and Nero, WTHHS Bay State, we always hear Ant, Noah, he's been in here. Noah's been popping in, he's been doing his thing.
Facts.
He's been a great addition to the team, bro. Yeah, bro, we gotta have you on more, bro. Anything.
Appreciate it,
For
bro.
sure.
Yeah.
Basketball, baseball, football, bro, Speaking of which,
I do real quick before Noah goes. There is some other breaking news.
okay, hit us.
Let's hear it.
There's two. There's Red Sox wise and MLB wise. Red Sox wise, it looks like Nate Eaton's being called up, and it looks like Wilyer Abreu may have a calf injury for real.
Womp.
Oh,
That's fuck because Willier's been awesome this year.
And
too.
and he was awesome today too. That's tough.
yeah, he was the best player in baseball for the first month of the MLB.
Oh yeah, facts. Nah, he was really looking like some shit I ain't seen it.
And niggas was talking about MVP type shit the first month.
Exactly.
Yeah, we was all watching that.
Nah, facts.
Yeah.
Other news, real quick. And it's funny how I know Spoke was talking about the CBA earlier before he left, like early on. Rob Manfred is saying that he would like to add more teams and that division realignment will be very more realistic.
Yes!
Wow.
Yes!
That's
Wow.
crazy. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, okay, because I'm not gonna lie, this playoff
Probably
system,
one each for each league.
the
That's
way
what I'm
this
saying.
the way
That's
this
what I'm
playoff system works is fucked. I'm sorry. MLB has the
Few
worst
teams.
playoff system.
Right.
You guys got the worst. I'm sorry, it's better than the NBA,
Wow.
and I never thought I'd say that because the play-in is fucking useless, bro.
Yeah.
It's literally a consolation prize to see who's gonna get swept in the first round. Like,
Well,
okay,
yeah,
cool.
just like looking at like the Mavericks thing too. Like they were in the tournament, then they get motherfucking Cooper Flag.
Well, think about this. The craziest part is you're right. Yeah, they were in the play-in. You're right, and they lost, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They lost
Yeah,
to
so
the Grizzlies.
Flag takes them from like 10 to fucking 6. I mean, he's that good of a basketball player. We're like, okay. So on another side note, though, that is actually, I feel like the playoff realignment. I feel like that. Obviously, I don't know the details of what you just said. I might have to read more into that after the live, but that tells me that maybe like they're just throwing like we're gonna add new teams in there just to do it. I think they're probably gonna realign the shit without adding new teams.
Right.
I think they're probably just gonna. I think they're using that as like a smokescreen.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like I think they're very well aware that the system right now is not fucking working. So
I mean,
No, it's not.
to be fair though, I mean Portland did like put out renderings for like a new stadium, and like Nashville put
I
out like
expect Nashville.
renderings for like potential uniforms and whatever.
Yeah.
So
And
I mean,
Orlando,
I
too.
feel like
yeah, but
Portland
how?
and
But you know
Nashville.
how long that stuff takes,
Please
bro.
bring back the
Yeah.
Expo.
Licenses,
Thank
permits
you.
to build.
Thank you, Noah. Thank
Yeah.
you. Yes.
that
Bring
takes a
back
while
the
too.
Expos.
Yeah,
What'd you say?
that is true.
Bring back the Expos.
Montreal Expos.
I think it's gonna be a process.
Oh, yeah.
though,
I
'cause,
mean,
like a lot of
Yeah,
a lot
why
of
not
teams
put it?
already kind of
Or put a team in Toronto.
Already started.
I mean, not Toronto. Excuse me. Put a team in Vancouver or something.
Vancouver,
after
yeah, would be
Toronto.
sick. Dude, Vancouver,
Yeah.
Seattle.
That actually wouldn't be a bad little rivalry right there. No,
Yeah, I mean, Vancouver is right there. Honestly, here's one thing I do. I don't know about weather though in Vancouver. I'm not sure.
It's about
Have
the
a
same as like
retractable
Seattle,
roof, kind of like
almost.
Seattle,
It's
because it rains
Yeah.
a lot.
but does it snow over there?
Not really.
No.
I mean it snows a little bit, not as much as Toronto or Montreal, but like.
Yeah, but
BC,
Toronto's in like.
it's a lot
But for
more-
baseball, Toronto's in like summer season though. So
Yeah,
like,
if you know Toronto's
Vancouver's
like,
gonna
it's
be in
still, like,
summer
freezing
season,
cold
too.
in April, May, so that's why we have to have the retractable roof.
Okay.
But-
oh, okay, that's right. You guys do play in a dome. That's
So
right.
actually, honestly, if
So it would work,
it would. You just build a retractable stadium.
Yeah.
For the
Yeah,
most part.
retractable. Yeah,
which
Yeah.
also costs millions of more dollars. Just like
That is true too. Yeah.
yeah. Especially
So,
the new ones.
I
Like
just wanna let you know.
Texas's, like the,
Ask the Dallas Cowboys and the Atlanta Falcons and the fucking New Orleans Saints. They'll tell you. they'll tell you how much that dome
man.
costs.
Yep, and the Texans and the Dolphins and all these other fucking teams that done it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, the Dolphins got a dome?
Yeah, no, it's a retractable stadium. Yeah, you can open and close it. They haven't open.
I've been there literally so many times.
The Marlins
I've never noticed that there was a.
Oh, for real?
I didn't even know that because I've never seen the dome. Because I went to Rolling Loud a couple times, and I've been to Miami versus the Patriots twice.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So I'm like, I've never been when like the dome, like it's always fucking warm there. Why is there a dome?
Yeah, literally.
For what? It doesn't snow.
Just rain.
That's odd.
Literally.
That's odd.
That is odd.
All right, gents. I'm gonna head out. It's been a pleasure once again.
Big dog.
In the future again.
Yeah, bro. We actually
work in like a few hours.
Heads up, brother. Before you go, we got like college football coming up this week too. I don't know if you're interested in college football. We also got
I mean, I
NFL.
watch that. I don't follow like a team or anything. I feel like if I like lived in the United States or something, and if I like lived in an area near a big college, I probably would, but I don't know.
I mean, we got
very close to like Michigan and stuff, like so I'll follow Michigan a little bit, but
okay, yeah. Well, that'll be
I wouldn't call them my team.
That's
or
Ant's
anything
team
like that.
So you'll have a Michigan friend. We'll have college football roles. I will have conference roles. It's going to be really fucked up doing it because I will have to go through every football conference and make a role for every single football conference. That's just going to be fucked. But hopefully we're hoping to get, I'm hoping to try and get a lot of college football and like just college athletes or anything in general in the Discord. For those who don't know, you guys can talk to all of us in the Discord. Shout out Noah for showing up again. Thank you, bro. Appreciate you, man. But yeah, we got some new roles in the Discord: college football, college basketball, college hockey, college lacrosse, WNBA. We added some stuff for you guys. We do have some people who watch those things, so we wanted to make sure that we got you guys acclimated for those. But yeah, man. I mean, overall, all in all, I guess the shape of the picture of what I'm looking at right now, like the Celtics, I don't see us missing the playoffs, bro. The Bruins, man, I don't fucking know. Honestly, I'm not even excited for us.
Bruins are like, I don't know.
Dude, I'm not even excited for the hockey season.
But like, I don't know if that's
this is the first time in my life, and this is the first time I'm saying this, like I really actually don't even look forward to the NHL season this season. Like after seeing how what we did last year and like then now going into this year, looking at our roster now and looking at what everyone else did, and like I have no excitement for us. Like I feel like we are going to be dead fucking last. Is Gavin McKenna eligible after this upcoming season?
Yes,
I feel like we're going to take him
because he went from Madison Hatton, the Western Hockey League.
I feel like we're going to tank for Gavin McKenna. I'm not going to lie to you. I feel like the direction after getting James Higgins and like riding on that, like we're going to see how James Higgins does. Like I'm going to be honest with you, bro. I have a fucking odd feeling that this Bruins team is going to tank this upcoming season. And like it's really fucked up to say. It's really fucked up to say, considering like we can't waste Pasta and Swayman and McAvoy's prime years. Like I really don't know how this shit's gonna shake the fuck out. But yeah, that's how I feel about it. And then the Patriots, man, I'll say it. I don't know if I said it before, but this is my final conclusion for the Patriots, bro. I'll say this right now: Patriots are making the playoffs. I don't know what anybody else is thinking at this point, bro. Look at that defense, bro. You look at the way they've been playing in preseason, bro. This offense is moving at a different fucking pace that we've seen since Tom Brady has been here. I mean, putting up, you can say what you want about a preseason game, but putting up almost 50 points in a preseason game, I don't care what you say about that or whatever the case may be, in terms of what all the Patriots have been doing in the past 5 years, bro, since Brady left, like that right there is a glaring sign that this Patriots team is going to take it to the next level. I really feel that this Patriots team, considering their schedule and the Dolphins having injuries on defense and trading away Jalen Ramsey for Minka Fitzpatrick, who is aging. Like, I don't think that was a great trade in the grand scheme of it for Miami, but Jalen Ramsey obviously didn't want to be there. He sat down with Miami. I was able to watch the Pivot podcast with Jalen Ramsey and the rest of them, Fred Taylor, Channing Crowder, all them, shout out them, Ryan Clark. I was able to sit there. I was able to watch that. And I was able to watch that whole thing unfold. And he basically said, like, they came to an agreement that it was his time to go. He was very, very receptive of the situation. And Jalen Ramsey was just like, it's time for me to move on. It's time for you guys to move on. And basically, he was like, I want to go to a contender. This is where I want to go. His agent was very clear. He had a great relationship with Miami. He did a lot for them, so he was able to go to the Steelers and do all that. And I think that the Dolphins didn't set themselves up in their best position moving forward. I think adding an aging safety to that roster that is already having banged up injury problems, if Minka gets hurt, that's their whole season down the fucking drain. And then you already can't trust Tua to stay fucking healthy. So we saw what that Dolphins team looked like without Tua Tagovailoa. And I think that this Patriots team, the Bills have an easy schedule. I think the Bills sweep the Pats. We will have our division predictions out. Noah will get at you about that after the live or whatever, or anything else during this week. But we have our division predictions. We have been working on these division predictions literally since the beginning of the offseason. Like me and Ant, we spent like 3 weeks actually going into the schedules, the additions and subtractions from each roster, X's and O's. Like, we did a lot of work going into these predictions, and we are still actually doing the work because shit keeps shifting and moving, and players are playing well. Some rookies are playing well, some aren't. So we're like still shifting and moving here, but we will have those for you guys before week 1. I will say, well, I'll tell you guys right now, we will have those for you by September 1st. We will have those for you posted. We will do a whole entire episode, kind of how we did the NBA predictions early, because the NBA offseason is boring a little bit in general consensus to a couple other off seasons in other sports. Right. So, we got that coming for you guys. But yeah, the Patriots, that's how I feel about them. I think that, they have a chance. They've looked amazing in preseason so far. The defense has looked stingy as fuck. The offense looks like they know how to move the ball without having to fucking look to the sideline for Bill Belichick and signals and Matt Patricia drawing up 8th grade AAU 7-on-7 flag football plays. We have Josh McDaniel. We have Josh McDaniel in here.
Fucking McDaniels, baby.
Yep. Who McDaniels, say what you want about him as a head coach, shitty head coach. But I'll tell you one thing. As an offensive coordinator, bro is almost damn near undefeated. I'll tell you that. As an offensive coordinator, that man helped Brady make Brady into what he is. And as much as y'all want to say whatever,
Mac Jones a Pro Bowler.
Made Mac Jones a Pro Bowler and literally took Mac Jones to the goddamn playoffs.
Yeah.
So say what you want. That team had no business making it to the playoffs, and we saw that when they got absolutely fucking touched in the butt and diddied by Josh Allen and the Bills 47-10.
Bills, man.
Yeah. But
anyway,
yeah, so
peace out, boys.
But yeah, peace out, my God. But man, the Pats, little live looking on that for those who are watching Bay State Media right now. Obviously, me and Jordan are going to go live together from here on out now that I figured out how to stream both audiences at once. We're going to go live, just collab together, do this stuff. Yeah, man. So, before we go, Jordan, how you feel about the Pats, bro? Come on, bro. You got me. I'm not even a Pats fan, and I'm excited for y'all.
I've been hyped. Trust, I've been hyped. I'm telling you.
So, NERO, with that being said, right? Let's take a walk real quick just to make it easier. It'll be way easier. We'll do it this way, right?
For sure.
Let's take a walk real quick through the schedule. Okay? I'm going to read you each game, and then you can give me a tiny little, I think we're going to, yada, 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 win or loss. Just so they can see where your head's at before you give your final prediction.
All right.
First week, Patriots home at the Raiders, 1 o'clock, Sunday.
Take it as a win.
Win.
Yes, sir.
What do you think will be the key factor in that win?
Honestly, defense. I think I said it before when we talked about it back then. I think it has to really be the defensive line. I think the defensive line is going to wreak havoc. More so because that you have the Raiders offensive line, just besides Colton Miller and Jackson Powers Johnson. Besides them, nobody else really stands out to me as somebody that can block Milton Williams, Christian Barmore, Keon White, Harold Landry, guys like that. Hey, even Kyrus Tonga, who as a nose tackle has
beast.
He's a beast.
The Pats love their nose tackles, man.
Exactly. So it's like this defensive line now compared to last year is so much more scarier because now guys are it looks like are going to be put in their right positions. And I think I said it before. This should be the Milton Williams coming out party.
Right.
I was about to say some AO shit, but getting through the line and him and Geno Smith might be best friends by the end of the day. But more so, Geno Smith, he ain't gonna want to be best friends with him after the game. I'll tell you that.
So that's a good point. And if you want to pull up your predictions and follow along real quick, you can too. So that was the first week, and we'll go back to you when you pull up your first week. But second week, NERO.
Find it.
What'd you say?
I'm trying to remember where it is. I got pull up the schedule.
I know I can't read it to you because I'm not in my note on my note. I'm on the notes here, but so we got okay. So NERO, we'll continue, and if you can find them, join in whenever you feel like. Patriots Dolphins, bro. You got Patriots on the road. Dolphins 1:00 on Sunday, following Sunday.
Patriots versus Dolphins. I think that one. That one I actually gave the Patriots a loss for that one because the heat's going to play a factor. Usually when the New England goes down to Miami, especially early in the year, that heat is brutal.
You think so?
I think so. Yeah, no, I think when it comes to the Dolphins, Pats, like that first week, I think Miami may have the edge only because that it's just hard for the Pats, especially the last few years, just for them playing down there when it's hot.
Yeah,
it's been tough. Now things might be different. It might be different this year. If we see a difference, great. I feel like if they had if with them going down to Miami, I just feel like that heat's going to play a big factor.
Good. I like that take. So you got week 3, Steelers, Patriots. You got the Patriots at home in Foxborough.
I see that one. I low-key see that one as a win, but I see it as a win. Yeah, I see it as a win only because I feel as though even that Steelers offensive line, it's better than the Raiders in a sense, but they're on the same boat where, you have a good center, but everybody else around you really is improving on that offensive line. I think they'll still wreak havoc, but at the same time, in terms of receivers, now you don't have George Pickens anymore, and you do have DK Metcalf. But seeing the job that even Christian Gonzalez did on Metcalf last year when he covered him, Metcalf really didn't do much. He really didn't do much. So if Christian Gonzalez, if that's just his one-on-one matchup throughout the whole game, it's going to be hard to throw to him. That leaves everybody else you have to throw to. But I have confidence in guys like Jabril Peppers, guys like Carlton Davis, even the linebackers who might have to step in a little bit, like the Spillanes, like the Jack Gibbons or so, whoever started Christian Ellis. So I really see more of this defense being a lot more of a factor this year, especially with a guy like Mike Vrabel. I see the defense winning them some games, for real.
I do too. That's why I have them, making the playoffs. So you got week 4. You have the Patriots at home against the Panthers, big dog.
Patriots and Panthers.
Hold on now. I'll be right back. Yep, go ahead.
No, you good. I see that as another win for them. I see that being a win more so because that's the thing. When it comes to defensive line presence, I see the Patriots have an advantage, especially the first 4 weeks in that department. It's just hard in Miami because it's hot. But now that the Panthers are traveling to them, if you can at least wreak some havoc with against what's his name? I'm bugging his name. Bryce Young. It's late at night. Bryce Young. If you can pressure him a lot, make him throw a little bit, make him dance in the pocket, you should be able to have the advantage on that part. But I also kind of see the Patriots offense against this Panthers defense. I see them more like using more outside the numbers. If you can throw anywhere other than the J.C. Horn's direction, you'll have a shot. Yeah, I really don't see these linebackers keeping up with the Travion Hendersons, the Ramondre Stevensons, the Antonio Gibson, you name it. Like that running back core is solid enough right now that you can, especially against the Panthers defense, you should be able to move the ball down the field. Receiver wise, hey, if Efton Chisholm's on the team, which I'm pretty sure he will be, you use guys like that in the Welker role to just move in the how do you call it, in the middle of the field, and just get him the ball and let him work. I'm telling you, I see that as another win. I see that as another win right there.
I don't know how strongly I feel about Efton Chisholm, but if they found another little guy who plays the game right, he's so good. He comes. He's the first one to be here and the last one, and I don't.
Yeah, no, I feel you. I feel you.
That. I'm not sold on that no more, just because Tom Brady's not here.
Right.
But if Drake May takes a leap and could actually make the guys around him better than what he actually has this year, which, let's be real, like Stephon Diggs and Matt Collins are definitely an upgrade over what was last year, but it's not a significant enough upgrade for me to be like, oh my goodness, they're going to score points. It's really going to be the offensive line and how they're going to work with Drake May.
Right.
So then you have on the road week 5 Bills.
This one I was actually taking
scrappy game.
It's going to be a scrappy game. I actually took the Patriots on this one for the upset. I think if I remember, I said that this would be Mike Vrabel's real statement game to really show he's the new sheriff in town in New England. Something's just telling me like that Sunday night game, in terms of them playing the Bills at their place, they're going to be angry. They're basically kind of, I feel like Mike Vrabel's going to bring that attitude like, they can have these last 5 AFC championships all they fucking want. Nah. Let's show them who the fuck we really are. I think that's the attitude I really gave back then on what this team could be. Now, mind you, if it is a loss, it'll be. I feel like it's going to be a very close game. You know what I'm saying? But I really just feel like this game it's going to be a pass win, but it's going to go down to the wire. It really might be a last second field goal or something like that for sure. It's just going to be a real scrappy game. I know it.
I like that take. That's a good take, bro. Yeah. And then you got on the road next week at the Saints. I feel like this one is self-explanatory. I feel like.
Facts. This one is self-explanatory, but you know what? Last time I even said it, see, now I'm going to change it now. Low key. Because last time I actually said that the Pats would lose this game, like on an upset, just by looking at this, that Saints team right now, quarterback-wise. Yeah, it really looks like a win now. It don't look good.
That court, like, I'm telling you, it's getting to the point where I'm looking at the Saints and like they actually might not win a game.
Yeah.
Like I know we saw 0-16 as teenagers, but I'm being serious. This fucking team might not win a game this year.
Yeah.
Like, and everyone's gonna call me crazy and whatever. Bro, I'm telling you, there is no quarterback on that team that has shown you they could win you a game yet. Maybe, okay, Spencer Rattler in garbage time against the Falcons at the end of the year. Okay, cool. LeBron scared me. Like that doesn't scare me in a fucking 17-week season or 18-week season where there's a bye week. Like, it doesn't scare me, bro. So, yeah, I do think that, like, I might have the Saints going like 0-17. Like
facts.
They genuinely might not win a game.
Yeah.
That quarterback play is so atrocious to the point where, like, I don't know. We're talking like Dan Orlovsky and fucking on the Lions.
Yeah.
When he ran out the back of the end zone.
Yeah.
Like, I might be imagining that type of stuff. So yeah, Saints absolutely. Then you got another game on the road. See, this is why the only reason why I have a problem with these 3 games is because they're all on the road. So you don't know how the offense is going to play against the Bills on the road.
Yeah.
But then you got the Titans, which I feel like that should also be self-explanatory.
Yeah, no, I see them winning that one too. I will say real quick, going back to the Bills, it's a tie for me because now thinking about it, because looking at the schedule, really
no ties. It's win or loss, bro.
No, it's no tie. No, but it's hard. I'll still count as a win. I will.
All right.
But at the same time, yeah, that's one of those games. It's like, yeah, it will be. It's in Buffalo. It will be tough. No cap. But now,
yeah. So you got the Pats like undefeated so far.
Nah, so far I got them up until the Titans game. I think I got them 6-1 so far. That's what. But that's the thing. Like when I'm looking at the Bills now, it's like shit. Oh man, I don't know now.
Yeah, because we're already. Yeah. I mean,
fuck it. I'll stick to that. I'll stick to that so far.
Okay, and then you got next game at home against the Browns.
I see that. Yeah.
Now, I personally might have to change this one only because only because I really do feel like that if Shedeur Sanders is the starter by this point, the Pats might not win this game. And the only reason why I say that is because of the offensive talent across the board, right?
For sure. Yeah.
Like, Jerry Jeudy is automatically better than every receiver on that team, maybe besides Stephon Diggs. And now, anyone who's watching or anybody who's going to watch this, hear me out. Stephon Diggs is coming off of ACL. He's actually coming onto a team where he's going to get double-teamed a lot because there's really no one else they could probably trust to throw the ball to except for Mac Hollins. So then they're probably going to also probably play heavily on Mac Hollins and shade him a lot of the times with a lot of the linebackers over the middle, whether it's cover 2 through 6. And they're probably going to go cover 2 through 6, stick the middle linebackers out on the outside, bump them off, and get Mac Hollins, who's probably going to play on the inside a lot, bump him off. But a lot of these guys are going to be moved around. So I think that with like having the carousel of moving a lot of these guys around, like the Browns might eat off the fact that like their defense is so versatile that like they might eat off the fact that the Pats are going to offensively have to switch a lot of people around. And then their defense is also on par with our defense on paper, which means I actually don't even trust our offense enough at that point. And then rookie Travion Henderson to score fucking points against a very experienced Browns defense, who then in turn has a pretty experienced quarterback on the other end of that. And even if they don't, Shedeur Sanders is a little bit more of an, or at least enough in terms of being a dynamic football player. Like, we obviously haven't seen him play a NFL regular season snap, but we have seen enough throughout his football career and in preseason, enough for me to say he can score points and make the right reads. For anybody that like wants to watch football and understand it, watch us in our breakdowns, or I do breakdowns all the time. You can come in the Discord. I do breakdowns all the time. I do film breakdowns. You can also fucking come and do the you can also watch on at the Football Digest on Instagram. They do football breakdowns the same way I do football breakdowns in Discord. So you guys can go look at that, but I think that's a little bit in-depth dive where I think like the Pats might lose that game. But that's just me.
No, fair. I feel you on that. Yeah, no, it's one of those things that, because if you look at it, they're playing the Saints, Titans, and Browns all there. One of those could very well end up being a trap game. One of those could end up being a trap game, because I know even for like the Titans and Browns, I said wins, but even a team like the Titans. I was going to say,
out of those three teams, the Browns are more likely to beat them now.
No, that's a fact.
Was my point.
Yeah, no, exactly. Because even I was going to say about the Titans, like they're a team that could do a little something, but I still see the Pats winning that one. When it comes to the Browns, though, because you do have Myles Garrett on the defense, you still, especially see that's the thing. That defensive line right there could especially just him alone, can mess up a game plan.
Well, we see it. We see it with the Browns every year, bro.
Exactly. It's
that defense keeps them in games they shouldn't be in.
Yeah, no, literally. And at least if you have a competent quarterback now, that just very well is, okay, listen, if our defense can give us what they usually can give us, our offense just has to step up. A guy like Shedeur Sanders definitely elevates that offense. So quite frankly, I have the Browns as a win, but you could very well see a Browns upset against the Pats. No cap.
I changed my on this one. I will say, chat, a couple days ago, or anybody watching, I did change my mind on this prediction after diving into that, giving you guys that little tidbit. Yeah. I did have the Browns winning this game, and that's only because I'm not saying I don't trust Drake May. Drake May has been awesome in camp, bro. He's gone turnoverless a lot of the days in camp. He's been moving the ball. He's made himself a runner, which is beautiful. I like the fact that he's made himself a threat to run the ball, which is awesome, which we saw last year. His ability to use his legs to get outside the pocket, his ability to use his legs to make – he's getting hit, fucking throwing throws while he's getting hit, all this other crazy shit. So even though I think that is a good experience level to have, like, bro, Shedeur Sanders is just such a dynamic football player, bro. Mm-hmm. And, like, I think you can't excuse what he did in the preseason. And he's just making reads pros are making, like veterans are making. He's just making these reads in preseason and training camp. These guys who, and even Dylan Gabriel couldn't make these throws. Dylan Gabriel, he had 2 turnovers. He had 100 yards. He went like 14 for like something, or like 13 for whatever it was. He didn't have a completely shit game. But Shedeur Sanders was able to get in the end zone 2 times. That is a big thing you're looking for in a rookie quarterback or a guy you just want to be your next level quarterback. This preseason is his Super Bowl. Like he said, he's like, this is our Super Bowl. This is a chance for us to come out and prove our guys are no slouches. Our guys, we can come and hang. And he said, he's like, this organization, they have been at a certain type of place for a long time. Is basically what he was trying to say, but he's very well media trained, so he didn't come out and say it. But I knew what he was trying to get at.
Right.
And he feels like he can be the benefactor because he's showing it that he can be the benefactor of this organization. He can be the guy that turns this organization around. And I think the politics they're sticking to him, it's going to take Joe Flacco to stink up the fucking place like a skunk for Shedeur Sanders to get in. And I think they will put Kenny Pickett in if Flacco shits the bed. They will put Kenny Pickett in. And if Kenny Pickett shits the bed, I think they are going to throw Dylan Gabriel, who does not belong out in the fucking fire. They are going to throw that fucking poor lad out in the fucking fire. And he's going to fucking fail. And I'm telling you right now, Shedeur Sanders' ability to use his legs, the way we saw him dance around in the preseason against a couple guys who were second stringers last year, hey, those guys that he went up against, they were already played in the NFL and played some NFL snaps, bro. Mm-hmm. So he's going out there making them dance and turning in negative yards into a positive yard gain, dancing around the backfield. I haven't seen Dylan Gabriel do that shit. And Dylan Gabriel doesn't have the legs. He might have the processing speed, and we see that with Dylan Gabriel because he played in a spread offense, but that's just, a little something to think about. But then you got the next week, the Atlanta Falcons on the road going to the Patriots at home in Foxborough.
I got this one as a win also, but I think this one's going to be more down in the wire because I don't know, like a guy like Michael Penix, especially having guys like Drake London, Bijan Robinson, even the Kyle Pitts. You have Michael Penix as your quarterback. He can sling it. He's a lot more mobile than a guy like Kirk Cousins, so he can do stuff with his legs. But I'm telling you, Bijan Robinson, he might have a game, no cap. He might have a game, but I think it's going to go down to the wire again. You could very well see a freaking 27-24 type of game. There should be a good amount of points scored in this one, but I see the Patriots taking it right at the end.
I don't think Bijan Robinson's going to have a good game.
Okay.
I think, the run defense has always been supreme to the Pats. Like
that's fair.
I don't think Bijan's going to have that great of a game.
Okay.
I think what they're going to do is they're going to try and minimize as many touches Bijan can get, either outside the tackles or on plays where he can actually get into space. Mm-hmm. I feel like them accounting for that might open up the Atlanta pass game.
Right.
And I think Atlanta's going to try and run a lot of play action, whereas like our defense can cover man-to-man and in zone, even though we play a shit ton of zone. Right. And we will play a shit ton of zone because Vrabel, who played in this Patriots defense for years under Belichick, has adopted the same science for this defense. And if he's adopting that same science with this dominant roster, I'm telling you, there's going to be games where this defense is going to they're going to give up probably 400 yards. We saw the old Patriots defense, bro. They're going to give up 400 yards, but you're not getting into the end zone.
Right.
That's fair. I might give up 400 yards. You can run up and down this field all you want, but you're not going to score. I'm just going to tire you out. And that's the blueprint. But I feel like the defense for the Patriots for a lot of years, create turnovers, let me tire you out. You can throw the ball down the field. But when you get into the red zone, you come to our where this is where we're king, you're not scoring. And I feel like a lot of the people don't realize, like, Patriots were always, like, bottom of the league in points allowed. You know what I mean? Like, they were never, like, always in the top 10. I lied. Not points allowed. They were always in the top 10 in points allowed. They were always in the bottom half of yards allowed or anything that had to do with just gaining yards or, like, moving the ball, first downs. Like, they were not good at stopping those things. Yeah. But what could they do? bro, they could make you turn the ball over like a motherfucker. They would fool you. They let you start at the 25. You get all the way down to your own 25, 20-yard line. Now, all of a sudden, you got nowhere else to go. You got 20 yards of space, bro, just to score.
Right.
And that's where they thrive the most. They said you could do whatever you want for fucking 60 yards. You're not getting that 20 to get in the end zone.
Right.
And they're adopting that science with this team. So I think against a team like the Falcons, who Drake London, Bijan Robinson, Kyle Pitts, like we've seen so far how they've utilized Kyle Pitts. Is Arthur Smith still the offensive coordinator?
No, he's with Pittsburgh now.
Okay, so I was about to talk shit. But now with that being said, now that Arthur Smith's not there, Kyle Pitts might actually be a fucking threat.
Right.
And it's been consensus at camp that Kyle Pitts has been Michael Penix's favorite target. And they've connected on a number of different plays so far in camp. So I think with opening Kyle Pitts up, Drake London, and Darnell Mooney, Drake London and Darnell Mooney might be one of the most underrated pairs coming up this season. Literally. I'm just looking at the maximized potential. So you got a guy like Drake London who can run every route on the route tree. Then you got a guy like Darnell Mooney who just likes to fly. He just likes to fly, whether it's on post cross, short cross, post corners, fucking get him on a streak, on a long streak fade. Like he just likes to fly, and that's his greatest attribute. And you set that up and get him and Drake London downfield. Who Drake London, his best attributes, comeback routes. He's a route technician. That's his biggest thing.
Exactly.
Opening up that offense like that, I might have the Patriots losing this game, only because I don't know if the Patriots might keep up with the amount of points. Which sucks, but I haven't come to my final conclusion, chat. But
that's fair.
But yeah, so next week we got Patriots, Buccaneers.
Yeah, I took that one.
Patriots are on the road.
Yeah, that one's a loss, especially going down.
Self-explanatory.
Yeah, going down to Tampa.
That offense is crazy.
Yeah, facts. The offense is crazy. I don't think the weather's going to be hot, but I don't think the weather's going to play as much of a factor because now you're getting into October. Now you're into October, closer to November. Yeah, the weather down there, it's still hot, but it's not as crazy hot as if August, September, down in Florida. But I really just see that Buccaneers offense. Obviously, it's you got the Bucky Irvings, you got Mike Evans, Chris Godwin. He might be healthy by then, but regardless, if they're just easing him back into that point, he might not be as much of a factor. Okay, but you still got to worry about Jalen McMillan.
And they
got to worry about Emeka Ibuka, who's looked like a stud his first couple weeks.
McMillan, Otten, all of them.
And Houghton too, exactly. Yeah, it's like Otten, and even a Rashad White, even behind Bucky Irving. Like there's guys, especially Baker Mayfield, but there's guys on this offense that they're so diverse. They can do a lot of stuff, and then that offensive line with Tristan Wirfs manning it. I mean, it's just the Patriots might have a real tough day. They really might defensive wise.
And Tampa's
I'm trying to. Oh, go ahead. My fault. Go ahead. My fault.
No, I was about to just say Tampa's a tougher place to play in than people really kind of anticipate. Or
it's a loud crowd out there at Raymond James Stadium.
No, it is. Yeah,
been there before.
Yeah,
it's a loud crowd out there, bro.
I'm telling you, and that does play a big role in these games. That really does. So that's what I was going to mention. When it comes to defensive wise, they have a bunch of dogs on defense too. So it's just they're probably not going to come out of there with a win.
Too many guys to cover. And the thing with the Buccaneers last year that they did so well is just throwing different looks at you offensively. Throw Bucky Irving in the single back, throw him in the gun, then do a double back with him and Rashad White. And then you spread out Godwin and Evans. Like they just have so many different looks to throw at you. And like Kate said, another underrated. Like Ant said, another underrated player on the offense is Cade Otton. I mean, he's a threat to score. He's a threat to catch first downs. He's just a guy you do have to pay attention to. So yeah, Buccaneers will be a tough game. I do think they lose that game. Jets, Patriots. We already know. I feel like this is fucking self-explanatory. I don't even need to go in depth on this. I just feel like straight up, I've tried Justin Fields. I love you to death, bro. I hope you see this one day, bro. I've tried to defend you so much, bro. Even when you were at all out, I tried to defend you so much, bro. And you are not helping me. And you're not doing yourself any favors. And I need you to stop sucking. Because I said to everybody you were the best quarterback in your class. And you're making me look really retarded right now. And I really would like for you to lock the fuck in. Because you couldn't lock in on the Bears. And that wasn't your fault. I love you to death. It wasn't your fault. But you couldn't lock in on the Bears. Then you got sent to the Steelers. That wasn't really your fault either. I know you couldn't really score points. And yeah, but you didn't play all so bad where you had to get benched for Russell Wilson, who couldn't do the same shit you probably could have done and led them to.
Exactly.
So, please, bro, stop sucking. For the love of God, go on the Jets. Throw to Garrett Wilson the whole time. I don't care if he gets 3,000 yards. I don't give a fuck. I don't care. Brees Hall's not going to stay healthy. You better rely on Braylon Allen to do something because he might be better than Brees Hall at this point. And I'm just praying to you that Aaron Glenn actually is going to get that defense enough into shape for you to score points enough to win games. So, Justin Fields, please, I'm just telling you, stop sucking. You suck right now. You're really bad. And I need you to actually hit an open receiver at practice. Why am I watching videos of you missing open receivers at training camp with no DBs on them, bro? What is wrong with you, dog? So, yeah.
Literally. I will say real quick, though, I know Bill Belichick had a problem in really game planning for Justin Fields back then when the Browns, not the Browns, excuse me, the Bears. Damn. Bears beat them on Monday Night Football a couple years back. But again, this is Mike Vrabel's defense. This is a way to they're just going to neutralize them. I don't see Justin Fields really being a factor in the game. They're going to throw different shit at him, and it's going to be tough. No cap.
Yeah.
And plus, our QB at the time was like Bailey Zappi. So I mean,
that's too.
And I tried. And me and Ant, we sat here and tried to be generous with the Jets. Like, the defense, no. We couldn't do it. We got halfway through that schedule, and we're like, yeah, them niggas got no shot.
Yeah. And the defense does save them. The defense does save them, but that offense, I don't know.
It didn't save them last year, so I have
no that is true. Yeah.
The year before last year, they were elite, like top 5. At one point, they were top 1 for like 6 weeks of the year. But for some reason, the same defense the following year just didn't put it together. But with that being said, then you got the Bengals on the road. I'll be right back. But yeah, you got the Bengals on the road.
Bengals on the road. I see that one as a loss, and I see it as a loss more so because the Bengals aren't gonna forget what happened last year, week 1. No bullshit. They definitely want to put a better effort out there at this point. Plus, also Joe Burrow against the Patriots in his career so far is 1-1. His only win has been in Foxborough, and his only loss has been in Cincinnati. So they're going to Cincinnati this year. I just see the Bengals having home field advantage, but I also see Joe Burrow having one of those days that Joe Burrow has. No bullshit, just for this one, it's hard to cover Jamar Chase. It's hard to cover T. Higgins. I know Christian Gonzalez last year, especially on Jamar Chase. Jamar didn't do anything. This year it just seems a little bit different that the Bengals are going to remember what happened last year, week 1. That they just
I'll say one thing.
Yeah.
Who gives a fuck about what Jamar Chase does? That nigga can have 300 yards and 3 touchdowns.
Yeah.
If we stop everybody else, who cares? Genuinely, I'm just being honest.
No.
You put Gonzo. I trust Gonzo for a full game. Let that nigga travel.
Yeah.
Let him travel. We saw what he did to Jamar Chase. We saw what he did to Tyreek Hill. We've seen what Christian Gonzalez can do healthy. He literally, as a coverage corner, if you look at the percentage of snaps on the certain stats that require a certain amount of snaps against certain number 1 wide receivers, Christian Gonzalez is top 3 in the past 2 years, bro. The past 2 seasons, bro. And he's been injured. Let him go on an island with Chase all day. Chase is not seeing 303 touchdowns. If I just put Gonzo on an island, chase him all game. Do whatever you have to do. Chase Brown, okay, stick Christian Ellis and Robert Spillane on him. Who gives a shit? Robert Spillane's going to eat him alive. alive, and
Yeah,
Christian Ellis is going to eat him alive too. So that's why I say like some of these games, like I honestly don't have the Patriots winning this game just because I don't think the offense can score enough points. It has
yeah,
nothing to do with the defense.
yeah.
I'm just not sure this offense can score enough points. Like last year, they got lucky that the defense was able to hold that Bengals offense to what was it, like 12 points or 13? It was 13 points or something.
It was.
Let me fact
16,
check. Hold on, I'm
16,
right here looking at it.
16. It was. I think it was 20-16. That was the final.
10 points.
Oh, it was 10. It was 10. Oh, 16 to 10.
Held them to 10 points.
Yeah.
And that was with a fully healthy Bengal squad. That was week 1. That was literally week 1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think the only one that they didn't have was T. Higgins, I think, in that game. But even so, everybody
Okay, yeah. So then non-fully healthy. But I guess, yeah. I mean, well, T. Higgins, add him into the mix. Like, our defense is different from last year and way deeper. You got
Right.
Carlton Davis, bro.
Yeah.
You got Carlton Davis. I trust you put Gonzo and Carlton on Higgins and Chase. Bro, let them niggas do whatever they got to do. Just tell everybody else, double team one of them in these situations. And Burrow is not going to have a choice but to check down to the Gesicki all day.
Yeah.
And fucking check down to Chase Brown. Take away his 2 best options and see what he does. He might kill no matter what. It's Joe Burrow. But I can live at the end of the day with him killing us with Chase Brown and Gesicki if he's really that nice. Instead of him killing us with Jamar Chase and Higgins all day because we just were like, fuck it. So, yeah, that's how I look at that. But I don't think we'll be able to score enough points in that game. Just won't happen. Then you got, right after that game, bro, you got the Giants on the road. I got to take for this after you, but go ahead.
No, I think that Giants game is a Monday night game. That one I see the Patriots winning, but I also see, like, especially one of those games that offensive wise, this should be one of those bigger games because besides that Giants defensive line, you don't really have anything after that. You know what I'm saying? Like, the defensive line is going to wreak havoc. The Dexter Lawrence's, Abdul Carter is definitely going to be show face in that. Brian Burns, their defensive line, hey, it could wreak some havoc a little bit with the guys they have. After that, you can really move the ball down the field. And I see that more. I definitely see the Patriots, but I see that more being like a, 27-17, 27-10 type of game. Like, I see the Patriots winning at least by 10 points for sure in that one.
Okay, I do somewhat agree. Actually, I will not lie to you. This was not the Browns one. Was not the one I switched. It was this Giants one.
Oh, the Giants one. Okay.
I had the Pats beating the Browns, and that was only because of quarterback carousel.
Mm.
And Drake May being solidified. I did have the Pats beating the Browns at the end of the day.
Okay.
I actually do not have the Pats beating the Giants.
Oh, really?
And the reason why I don't have the Pats beating the Giants is because quarterback play.
Okay.
Hear me out.
Yeah.
Pats fans, I know we love to put the potential of Drake May and all this stuff, and the sky's the limit, right? Or not even. Fucking space is the limit, bro. Like, with Drake May. But I think, bro, Brian Burns, Kayvon Thibodeau, and Abdul Carter, Drake May's never seen some shit like that in his little life.
Oh, no, facts.
He has never seen a front even 4, though with Dexter, they have Dexter Lawrence still.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that front 4, it might be the best front 4 in the league, bro. I ain't even gonna hold you.
No, that's fair.
Just the talent level. Like, think of just the talent level. I should reiterate that phrase. Talent level alone, the Giants, those 4 guys, just that front 4 is just like, I don't know how teams game plan against that, bro. Like, Brian Burns, Kayvon Thibodeau, Abdul Carter, and Dexter Lawrence, like, that is genuinely just scary. Like, that would put fear in my heart. Like
that is fair enough, for real. Yeah.
Knowing that one of those guys, or not even just one, all 4 could be rushing me out all the same moment. Like, Drake May, I know you had 1 year under your belt and you was running for your life for a whole season, but running for your life against those 4, against like running for your life through a whole season, a couple like almost every game in a couple different situations is totally different.
Not for real.
And then, not to mention, Drake May's a little unproven. So you have to kind of say the Giants win in the quarterback room aspect.
Okay, yeah.
And we actually don't know who's going to be the quarterback at this point.
No,
because it's Russell or Jameis or Jackson Dart, who we have all seen in the preseason. They've actually, all three of them had done decently well.
Exactly.
So it's going to be a carousel over there, but I'm confident enough, at least, like Malik Neighbors is more talented than anybody on that fucking Patriots wide receiving core. Or
sure.
Even on that offensive roster, Malik Neighbors is more talented than anybody. And if they find a way to get the ball to him, like, I don't know, like Wan'Dale Robinson is no slouch either, and Tyrone Tracy, I think he might have a breakout year after the way he played last year. Tyrone Tracy genuinely might break out. So I actually have the Giants winning that game. Me personally. Fair. Then you got the Bills at home.
That one I took as a loss.
Interesting.
Yeah, that one I took as a loss only because. Now I know for week 5 I said the Pats were gonna win that one. It's gonna be a scrappy game. They'll end up winning, by a field goal. Will go down to the wire. I think this one I picked the Bills winning, and more so I picked them to win because they're not gonna forget what happened in week 5. No bullshit. So I see the Bills. Yeah, like I that's really why I had them winning that one. What is it, week? It's later in the year. It's like week 14, 15 around there.
Yeah.
So I see the Bills winning that one, and I see the Bills probably winning that one around 10 points. Again, I feel like Josh Allen ain't gonna forget what happened early on in the year type shit.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I feel like that one's pretty self-explanatory.
Yeah.
Patriots Ravens.
Oh, I took the Ravens one.
I'm not even gonna lie.
Yeah.
That I don't even have an explanation for the Patriots are getting blown out in that game.
Yeah.
Dude, that defense that the Ravens have, bro, it's almost unfair they're allowed to have all those people on that it's unfair.
It is.
It's actually unfair.
Yeah.
So I actually almost have the Ravens going like 14-3.
Mm-hmm.
I could even see the Ravens go 15-2.
Right.
That defense is so fucking, like, on paper, you look at that, like, I just don't think as an offensive coach or offensive coordinator, like, how you think you're going to score with seeing that many people on paper on one roster.
Right.
That shit scares the fuck out of me. So that's just me.
Even, quite frankly, like the way how their roster is built now, especially because
they might do it all this year. I'm not gonna lie to you.
No, they might do it all. They really might do it all, but they really, just roster wise, they could be on the verge to try to go 17-0. Just on paper, like roster wise, they like. Now I'm not saying they're gonna do it. They're not saying they're gonna do it, but like. If you see at this point playing the Ravens and they're unbeaten at that point against the Patriots, I really wouldn't be surprised. No bullshit.
Yeah. I can see it enough to a point. But the only reason why I wouldn't say the Ravens would go undefeated is only because of kind of their schedule. Like just quickly. Just to go through it just quickly, I'll read it off without having to go through the analysis.
They got Bills week 1.
This is all in order, week to week.
Yeah.
So Bills, Browns, Lions, Chiefs, Texans, Rams, Bears, Dolphins, Vikings, Browns again, Jets, Bengals, Steelers, Bengals again, Patriots, Packers, Steelers. That's not like.
No,
that's not at all a schedule. Like, there is no loot. Like, they don't see the Jaguars. They don't see the fucking Colts. They don't see the Saints. Like, they don't see
the Titans.
Yeah, like, they don't see any losing teams. So, like, they're going to have to, like, week 1, I'm not going to lie to you, week 1, they're going to have to whoop the Bills' ass to show. Like, when I say whoop they ass, like, Josh Allen, he literally he's got to look incompetent for me to believe that the Ravens are going to go all the way to the Super Bowl. Because the Bills' schedule is so easy, the Bills might go 14-3.
Yeah.
Their schedule is that easy. I don't know how they got away with that schedule, dude, but
Yeah.
it did their schedule. So that's the only combating point I would have to the Ravens in general. But I do see the Ravens winning this game against the Pats. With that being said, Pats are on the road, go to play the Jets at MetLife Stadium.
I took that as a win.
Yep.
Took that as a win. Yeah, I really, again, Justin Fields going to have his work cut out for him. That's really going to be it. No bullshit.
Dolphins at home last week.
That one. I think if I remember, I said this one would be a flex into the Sunday night game, and I said it would be both the Patriots and the Dolphins. God forbid, but they'd be fighting for one of these playoff spots. So I made like a whole thing. I'm like, honestly, I could see this as a Sunday night game, week 18 for a playoff spot. You know what I'm saying? But I see the Patriots winning that one for sure. I just, that was kind of to hype it up a little bit. No bullshit. But I do see the Pats winning it for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. With that being said, man, what an awesome live. Yo, we had debates, everything. Speaking of which, bro, when you do like the clips, can you send me all the clips?
I got you, yeah.
So like the short clips, because I didn't know you could do that, like generate the short clips.
Yeah.
So
I think for this, if the live goes up to 2 hours, I'll have the clips. I think if it goes after 2 hours, I think it doesn't make clips. I can see, but
damn, that is tough.
Yeah.
Yo, if you have to
after 2 hours and they didn't do it.
If you have to upgrade for that right after the live, let's talk so we can get the clips. Because this was actually, for anybody who's watching, if you are watching, those who aren't watching, and you're watching like on the little rerun here, this live was great. I had an awesome debate about the Marlins and the Red Sox. You guys are gonna believe that that's like really believable. Everything I said was believable, but like me being that mad at my friend, like no, like in real life we're not that mad. Like it's sports, we're here to debate. But yeah, so, I mean, as far as on the Bay State media side, bro, I love doing this stuff with WTHHS. He's on the grind. He's been in this grind for a minute. We're getting back on the grind. We got U.S. Open coming up this week. We got college football coming up this week. Me and Ant, we're doing a tennis pod tomorrow for you guys in the afternoon. We're going to have a tennis pod coming for you guys to do a little Cincinnati Open recap. Yannick Sinner and Carlos Alcaraz are going up against each other tomorrow. You got Iga Swiatek versus Jasmine Paolini, who beat Coco Gauff earlier as a 7 seed, and Coco Gauff was a 2 seed. So, we do a mix of stuff so you guys can get involved on a couple different things. We're going to do more podcast-based recordings instead of the lives. The live stuff we will reconstruct more as like a live reaction thing, like Jordan's been doing after the Red Sox games and the Patriots games and the Celtics games. When we're in like full swing of Patriots, Celtics, and Bruins, we will do those lives. NERO will probably be on the lives with me on WTHHS for after the Patriots games and after the Celtics games. He might even show up for Bruins if he's interested in watching hockey this year. He'll probably pop up on the Bruins pod if he feels interested in watching. But yeah, stay tuned in for that, man. This was an awesome live. It's actually I said it about the last one because we were with Noah and he did an amazing job. Shout out Noah, amazing job last podcast. But this time, this was actually my favorite one to record. I was able to get into a heated debate that actually made sense. Other than like we had one on the NHL pod. For those of you guys who haven't watched our top 25 under 25 years old, right, Ant? It was top 20 under 25. It was what it was.
I believe so.
So yeah, we did a top 20 or a top 25 under 25 in the NHL. That sparked some interesting fucking debates where it kicked it all off. So, if you guys want to watch us debate and go crazy and you want to see people scream at each other about each other's teams, like, yeah, we here for that. And, we got the series coming up, Red Sox, Yankees coming up. And then we got, the Mariners playing the Phillies. So me and Ant and Nero are all going to be rooting together for the Mariners to lose, so you guys can come in and talk shit to some Mariners fans in our chat. So if you guys feel interested, come through, talk with us. 3-hour live. I'm actually hyped that we were able to be on here for this long and keep it engaging and, full of content. So, guys, we definitely got to put out more content for you guys. We'll be back tomorrow, 1,000%. We 100% got to keep doing this content with you guys. So
now, what I will say about, I guess, the Mariners situation, they are one game behind the Astros. So just in case, maybe we also go on the Astros downfall just to, like, like just in case, like if the Mariners thing don't work out,
That's true.
Astros are going against the Tigers.
That's true.
Mariners pass up the Astros. It's the Astros who fall down there. So I mean, like,
and the
just
Astros have had a rough
options
go
open.
the past week and a half. So
No, facts.
Yeah.
That's facts.
they've had a rough go. But yeah, Nero, how you feeling, bro? Yeah.
Hell yeah,
no. Live.
Telling you, yes, sir. No, this was a good live. Like I said, we actually saw some debates. Like it got crazy. It got hectic. It got hectic for a little bit.
Well, that's what we here for, y'all. We're here to get crazy. Like when I screamed about Nikola Vucevic, I still got to clip that.
Nah, no facts. Yeah. That's a fact. No bullshit. No, but overall, what the hell's happened in sports? I tell you, I appreciate y'all tuning in. I appreciate the chat tuning in as well. It got so hectic that the chat, I was trying to stop y'all so I could read the chat real quick because we had a special appearance by somebody who showed up on my chat who we tried to get on that night when he was just showing up talking about Michael Jordan. He showed back up. I was trying to get y'all's attention real quick to put him on the screen. If he's still somehow watching this, Mr. Universe Galaxy, excuse me, we'll talk very soon, sir.
Oh yeah, Universe Galaxy, come on anytime.
Yeah, come on
come on anytime. Like
come on,
you was talking real crazy. Like I just want to let you know, like if you're watching or you're gonna see this, like I'm just telling you, like you came on there to troll, and like we take this seriously. So like if you come onto our podcast to troll, like we're just gonna kick you off. Like we like to have real informational debates here. So, like, if you're coming on trying to tell us, like, Michael Jordan's the GOAT, there's really not much factual information you're going to be able to use other than a team accolade, which is winning championships. That's the only thing you're able to use in that discussion as far as who's a better basketball player. So, let me just tell you, just quickly, before you come on here, just come with your facts ready and come with logic ready because we will eat you fucking alive like I ate Spoked alive. And Spoked, if you're watching this, yeah, bro, I ate you alive today. And you don't want to come on other podcasts. You feel a little because I ate you alive, bro. I'm sorry. Your team sucks. You've been developing players for fucking 20 years, and you guys still haven't won shit. So maybe that should be a sign to you as a Marlins fan and the rest of your fan base to stop being okay with losing. But, that's just coming from someone who's not used to losing. So you should take the advice from people who aren't used to losing, including Ed, who is also a Yankees fan. Mind you. Hey, he's not used to losing either, bro. He's used to being a pretty good team, too. So,
and another thing,
Eagles. He's seen 2 Super Bowls. So,
and another thing, too, is that the Marlins, I think in their franchise's history, I think they only have like 4 playoff years total. Which was like 1997, 2003, like 2020, and like 2023.
Yeah, and they've won 2 World Series in their first 2 playoffs. That's the crazy part. They've been able to do it, but they just aren't always there.
It's like they're there and then they disappear. So it's like, I mean,
hey, Marlins fans are okay with losing. We're not over here in Boston.
And they've had decent players in their history, like Dontrell Willis. I mean, John Carlos.
Yeah, Marlins fans can say whatever they want about Jazz Chisholm. Should have never traded him. In hindsight, they look like idiots for that. I'm just being honest.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say they look like idiots, but
you're a Yankees fan, though. I don't know. How valuable has Buddy been to your team, bro?
If I knew Augustine Ramirez would be playing, would be developing the way he is, then like I'd be like, okay, and I'd be like, damn, you know what I mean? But just
are you sure? Because look at where you're at. And look at where the Marlins are at as teams. Are you sure that would have been okay as a fan of your team? You sure?
I mean, to be fair, if it wasn't for Jazz Chisholm, we'd probably be stuck with DJ LeMahieu. And I'm not.
I'm just saying. I was just saying, even the Yankees fan said it himself. Y'all niggas stupid. He just said it in a nice way. I'm not here to say things in a nice way. Y'all want to come fuck with us on the pod? You know, Nero and they might give it to you a little nice, like, Spoke might give it to you. No, nigga, I'm coming in hot and spicy like a goddamn McChicken. No mayo. Straight lettuce, bacon,
Y'all, y'all
McChicken,
went
hot
on
and
for like
spicy.
half an hour.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Oh,
literally.
bro, when you start giving me logic that don't make sense, I start eating away at your logic with every example I possibly can.
That's fair.
Like it. My brain don't stop after I hear a logic that don't make sense, and I already figured out 5 different ways to prove your logic don't make sense.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
But yeah, I'm here, Bay State Media, and part of Bay State Media, analyst, founder, so.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Shout out to What the Hell is Happening in Sports, WTHHS.
My nigga
Yes, sir.
down.
You already know. We already know.
Yes,
With
sir.
Bay State Media, a lot
Yes,
more of
sir.
this coming. I tell you, man, this was a great, 3 hours long. Can't complain. It was entertaining as fuck. I ain't gonna lie. Everybody who's in, we appreciate you. Everybody who is in the chat, we appreciate you. The Universe Galaxy, definitely watch us more. Because
you gotta wake up early tomorrow.
We see it. Well, we'll address it.
Yep. Hey, come on in Universe Galaxy anytime. But Ant, you got work in the morning?
I don't got work. I got school.
Oh, you got school. Okay.
School starts? Oh, shoot. Well, there you go then. Hey, we out.
I'll tell y'all. I'll be back in the Discord for a second. Second.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. What the hell's happening in sports? Catch me. Bay State Media. You already know the vibes. Definitely going to be live tomorrow. Might be in a different location. We'll see. But it should be something.
Hey, and if he's in a different location, you will catch a special guest. He's awesome. He was actually in here debating with us in some of the comments, against Universe Galaxy. He's awesome. He's cool people. So I'm hoping that happens tomorrow. If it doesn't happen tomorrow, it'll happen hopefully in the near future. So
yes, sir.
I'm excited to talk basketball with him, talk hoops, talk some shit with him,
Oh, yeah. Hell yeah. No, hey,
but yeah.
More to come, everybody. More to come for sure.
Oh, yeah. And we go on like I said, we go on the Red Sox game. We got another vlog for y'all. I got to drop this Big 3 vlog for y'all, too. Nero and I, What the Hell is Happening in Sports, Bay State Media. We went to the Big 3. We got to drop that vlog for y'all. I'm sorry. We got to drop the content for y'all. I have been slacking a little bit on the editing. I apologize to y'all. But, yeah. So, yeah, we got some stuff in store for y'all. But, yeah, man. Yeah. Awesome live. Amazing. We'll see you guys tomorrow.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
I'll see you boys in Discord, hopefully.
It's already 12:11, so I guess we'll just catch y'all later.
Nope. Yeah. Catch y'all later.
Yeah. Peace, everybody.
Deuce.
All right, good night, Jack.
Sure.